Not sure about Jason's shame. What's happening to his family? I couldn't agree with you more. What's going on out there, America? People in Canada, over in the UK, in Russia. I took a look at the analytics today. There's people all over the world watching this channel. Crazy. I'm talking crazy. What's going on, everybody? Do me a favor. Hit the like button. Just take your finger, just this little finger right here, and just reach over and just hit that like button. It's a thumb. It looks like that. It looks like that. It's got a thumb. Looks like that. I don't know where I put my phone at, but it's here somewhere. Let me see if it's right. I went and I printed out one of these bad chickens today for you guys. I went and printed this out to show you guys what it looks like. Everybody, what is going on? I will show you exactly what I'm talking about as soon as I get it out of my bag here. For the love of God. Okay, I'll pull it out in 1 second. I was rushing. I didn't get a chance to really get myself ready to go. I just jumped on camera because I was so late and I didn't realize what is going on. What is going on? Pig Punisher, Greg, Gary, what is going on? Roger, how is everybody? You know, I'm just going to show this real fast because you guys have got to see this. This is going to be my entire beginning talk right now. And so you guys have just got to see it. I got to show it to you before we get going too far.
King County.
But that's not what it is. Let me show you guys something that's just really, really pathetic. So you guys remember yesterday I showed you and you just saw a picture of him. The guy who was charged for battering a teen right here. You guys remember this video?
Him know before
he has been messing around with my 16-year-old daughter. He was just caught by our neighbor and my son. While he's on duty, they caught him making out with her. He had her pinned up against the police cruiser.
New developments out of Geauga County. This is the first time we're hearing a 911 call from a parent of the teenager believed to be bringing allegations forward, saying she was assaulted by Chester Township police officer Nick Iacampo. In the call, the father says his son and their neighbors caught him making out with his daughter, and you heard it, pinning her against a police cruiser. He went on to say he had text messages to corroborate the two were in communication. Iacampo is facing a felony sexual battery charge and right now is on paid administrative leave pending an investigation.
So paid leave is one thing, right? So paid leave, you know, none of us here, sorry about my hair today. What's going on with the hair? What's up, Schmojo? What's up, Smo? So it's one thing for paid administrative leave, and you guys make sure you put that JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pig. Just drop that in the comment section real fast. It would be one thing if we were only looking at this copper being on paid leave. That would, you know, and yesterday when I showed this video, so many people in the comments were like, paid leave? Oh my God, that is disgusting. How can you put a guy who is caught red-handed? Just so you know, when I was 29 years old, I had two girlfriends, and they both knew about each other, and they were both bad. They were both badass chicks. And so as a 29-year-old man, you shouldn't have any interest in 16-year-old girls. There's just, I mean, put it in the chat. Should there be zero interest in 16-year-old girls if you're in your 20s? There should be zero. I mean, there's absolutely no interest by any man of caliber in a child. You just not interested in high school girls. It's very strange. You're a very strange person. If you're involved in any way, shape, or form with a kid, there's something mentally wrong with you, and I don't think you can be fixed. You should be taken out to Pedophile Island and dropped off. And then it should be Lord of the Flies. We drop off food twice a month on Pedophile Island, and you can have something to eat. You can have water, all the fresh water and food you can drink and eat for the rest of your life, because I don't want to be inhumane and crush them like they did in the Roman days. In the Roman days, they likely endorsed it because there was a lot of that kind of nonsense back then. But pretty disgusting. So that's pretty disgusting that this guy got caught making out with a high school girl. that he probably groomed through junior high school, freshman, sophomore year. And then she's 16 years old and he gets caught pinning her against the car and making out with her. So that's pretty sick, right? I mean, that's pretty disgusting. Like, does everybody here agree? Does anybody not agree with that? That's pretty freaking disgusting. I mean, I'm not out on a limb here. I mean, this is okay. So that would be one thing. It would be one thing if this pig right here got caught, you know, messing with underage girls. And now it's pretty sick that he's on paid. I mean, look at his face. I mean, he's on paid administrative leave. Can you imagine this guy's going to put on a badge and put on a gun? This guy right here. And he's going to tell me what to do? Bro, you touch little girls. And you're going to tell me what to do? I don't think so, bud. I don't think so. You're not man enough to tell me what to do. Because real men don't go after underage girls. They just don't. And even if you're perverted in your head and you find children attractive, good people look at society and say, oh, here's the rules and the laws and here's what other people think. I better not do that. Don't get me wrong. The person has those urges, but then they realize, and there have been interviews and books written by people who have urges and have said, I've never acted on them because it's wrong. Okay. Do we all agree on that? We all agree on that, right? You should go ahead and not act out. Look, let me run a parallel. I often have these visions of retribution, visions of justice being served, visions of justice being played out on what was his name? Philip. What was his name? The guy who murdered Daniel Shaver. Philip Brailsford. Philip Brailsford, I think his name is. The guy who murdered Daniel Shaver. And Don Andre Investigates. If you guys have not seen that video, I'll pull it up after this. So this pedophile got caught being a pedophile. In the act of being a pedophile, he got caught making out by the brother of the 16-year-old girl and the neighbor of the 16-year-old girl. This pig right here, this jackboot thug pig got caught. He got caught. Like we're on the East Coast. He got caught, baby. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, let's fast
out to the police about all of this.
Sexual battery charges against a chest.
Okay, now here this is. Now check this out. What's next? Charges are dropped. I'm sorry. Pardon me? Excuse me? What'd you just say? It says, what's next? Charges are dropped. Okay, I'm going to need you guys. I'm going to clip this video, this little segment of this live. I'm going to clip it down to a small little clip right after we end here. And then I need you guys to share the hell out of it because we're going to watch this and then we're going to go over to the Chesterfield Police Department Facebook page and we're going to let them know.
3 News has learned that sexual battery charges against a Chester Township police officer will be dropped. But officials tell us that does not mean that the 29-year-old officer accused of inappropriate behavior with a teenager won't see charges.
Our senior crime and justice correspondent Lydia Sparra has the latest.
Chester Township police officer Nicholas Iacampo was arrested for sexual battery against a 16-year-old girl. It was after this 911 call.
I don't want a certain officer. It's about a certain officer and my child.
The caller, the victim's father.
He was just caught by our neighbor and my son. While he's on duty.
The caller continued to say Iacampo was seen kissing his daughter.
I have countless text messages to corroborate it from him to her.
Even stating the officer's name.
Okay, which officer were you not wanting?
Nick. Do not want Nick.
In an unexpected turn of events, the sexual battery charge against Iacampo will be dropped later this week. The 29-year-old was facing a third-degree felony. His charge was based on the Ohio Revised Code. In it, it says the other person is a minor, the offender is a peace officer, and the offender is more than 2 years older than the other person.
He's 29.
Whoever violates this section is guilty of sexual battery. But in 2016, the Ohio Supreme Court said it is unconstitutional because police officers cannot be held to a higher standard than the rest of the public when it comes.
Okay, so just pause right there for 1 second. Excuse me. The Ohio State Supreme Court, didn't you justices send me a letter? Didn't you guys on the Ohio, the justices, the people who are justices on the Supreme Court, didn't you guys send me a letter and try to loop me into practicing law without a license? Didn't you guys try to prosecute me for trying to help out someone in Ohio? You did, right? You guys wanted to prosecute me for taking the reins for someone who had no idea what they were doing. And, you know, whatever. But you wanted to prosecute me for practicing law without a license. And these same people who call themselves justices, well, listen for yourself.
A revised code. In it, it says the other person is a minor, the offender is a peace officer, and the offender is more than 2 years older than the other person. Whoever violates this section is guilty of sexual battery. But in 2016, the Ohio Supreme Court said it is unconstitutional because police officers cannot be held to a higher standard than.
Stop. Full stop. What? Excuse me? Police officers cannot be held to a higher standard. Who would write that? They already get immunity for abusing us, torturing us, killing us, raping us. But yet they can't be held to a higher standard when it comes to sexual assault of a minor.
And the rest of the public when it comes to having sex with minors. However, the legislative branch failed to amend the statute to reflect the court's ruling, which mandates Iacampo's sexual battery charge to be dismissed. I spoke with the Chester Township Chief of Police, Craig Young. He says the Lake County prosecutor is still handling the case, and he does expect Iacampo to face new charges. Iacampo remains on administrative leave, but Young says he will not return to the township for failing to adhere to department policy and procedure.
Now, Iacampo's attorney, Ian Friedman, said he could not really comment much about the case, but said his client will be back in court on Friday when those charges are dismissed.
Can I ask what's going on just so I can let him know before he
has been messing around with my 16-year-old daughter. He was just caught by our neighbor and my son.
Okay.
While he's on duty, they caught him making out with her. He had her pinned up against the police cruiser.
That is absolutely.
3 News has learned
that is absolutely disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. That is so sick and twisted. Look, I'm a man, okay? I'm a man, and I am a straight man, and I'm attracted to beautiful women. I think we all are. And they did a study, a sociological study, where they found that men around the world, both in places where they had hardly any contact with human beings, Great Britain, Germany, Europe, all through Africa, they did a sociological study. And they found that the average age when men found women to be their most attractive is 23 years old. I didn't do the study. I just read it. So what that means as a man is you can take a look at a 16-year-old little girl and say, man, she's going to be really beautiful one day. She's going to be a really attractive woman. I'll be really happy for her when she finds herself a man of appropriate age and has children and has a life, or just finds a partner of any kind that they're the most happy with. I'm a man. You can look at a 16-year-old little girl and say, oh, she's going to be a really attractive woman one day. But no man, there's not a single man in this room or in the world that looks at a child and says, I want to go and bro, that little girl is going to grow up one day. And when she's like 25, 30, she's going to go, yeah, I remember that guy. He was like 29 years old making out with me when I was 16. So that means he was grooming her. So that means that the father who found the text messages back and forth between this predator pig and his daughter, he's been grooming her for how long? How long has he been texting her? How long has he been looking out for her? Just drive by and, oh, just thought I would come by the school and check on you, little kid. I mean, it is absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. So someone asked, what about 80-year-olds dating 30-year-olds? Bro, 30-year-old woman, her bread's all the way baked. Her bread's all the way cooked. You know, even you could even say 18, even though 18 is a little bit young. I mean, I lived in Hollywood for a long time. You don't always date girls your age. They're often a little younger than you are, but you don't date them when they're 16. And a 30-year-old woman can make a decision. She can date an 18-year-old guy or she can date an 80-year-old guy. But at least she's of age. She's mature enough to make her own decisions on what she. So let's do this. Let's do this. While we're here and we're together, let's go over real fast. And I'm going to drop the link in here. The Chester, did she say Chesterfield? Is that what she said? What did she say the name of the pig shack was that pig worked at? Does anybody remember the name of the pig shack that she said?
Sexual battery charges against a Chester Township police
Chester
officer.
Township. Chester Township. Chester Township Police. Let's go Facebook and let's go Chester Township Police. Okay, here it is. Was that in Georgia? Looks like that. So the Chester Township Police Department. There it is right there. Can you guys all see that? Let me open that bad chicken up big. Let me drop the link for that right there. But before we do that, here is the number right here. So let's just take a second real fast here and let's just give a call. I'm just going to real quick give them a call and leave them a little voicemail. Let's see what happens here. Hey, is there a watch commander on duty right now? Can we talk to that guy?
A watch commander?
Someone in charge of the police there. Someone who's going to get my message and maybe pass it on to the higher ups.
Well, what kind of information do you have?
Well, apparently there's a child molester on the police department there. Some guy named Nick, and he's molesting high school girls. Are there other high school girls that he's molested, or is this the only one that's come forward?
I don't have any information on it. I can give you the phone number to Chester's police station directly.
That would be great. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Go ahead.
I'll give you that number, but there's not going to be anyone in there right now. It's not, that line is not staffed 24/7 like dispatch is.
Oh, okay.
So you'll want to call that number tomorrow. I don't know what time they get in. I would say maybe 8 or 9.
You're in Georgia, right? You're East Coast time?
I'm sorry?
You're Georgia, so you're East Coast time?
No, this is Ohio.
Oh, you guys are in Ohio. Go figure. Go figure. Man, a lot of these cases come out of Ohio. Not the pedophilia. Well, in Ironton, Ohio, you had
Let me give you the phone number.
You had Jonathan Spoljarek, who was raping high school girls too. So
sir, let me give you the phone number because there's nothing more that I can do for you.
I know. I'm not mad at you, honey. I don't think.
Phone number.
Okay.
Is 440.
440.
729.
729.
1239.
1239. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Give that number a call tomorrow during the day and ask who you would speak to regarding that incident, because I'm not sure who exactly you need to talk to.
You think they have a voice box over there or a voicemail? I could leave them a voicemail maybe?
You know, I'm actually not sure. I never have to call in after hours, so I don't know for sure, unfortunately.
Well, God bless you. Keep your high school kids away from the cops there.
Have a nice night.
Okay, bye-bye. Is it not amazing how these state workers, how they're just, I mean, it sounded like she was all, I'm going to drop the link to the Facebook page here because right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go by this Facebook page right here. I'm just going to swing on by this Facebook page here just real quick like. And let's take a look. Chester Township Police Department, Ohio again, huh? Another Ohio case. Chester Township Police Department has limited who can comment on this post. What are they doing? Getting rid of racist statues? Would like to thank the VFW for the relocation of the, okay. Press release. Okay, so it's got some comments here on this one for sure. Let's see what we got here. 70 comments. One of mine. Oh yeah. Did they delete my comment? Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. Oh man. Let's see all comments if they. Wow. Wish regular people were given crimes for free pass, except regular people don't get prosecuted if they do. Shame on y'all. You're gonna drop the charges. This police department supports pedophile cops. Disgusting. Wow. Wow. So there's some people here who have dropped. I put the link for their. He was above the. Okay, so then right down here, Maggie chimes in, and Maggie says, "What happened to innocent until proven guilty?" What? What? Isn't this the same pig who dragged a man from a burning cart? Let's give him due process, people. Hey, Maggie. Hey, Maggie. Okay. So here's the thing. He got caught red-handed. If this was me, Maggie, if this was me and that was my daughter, see, that's why I can't have any kids and I can't have a wife, because they'll try to attack my wife and kids to hurt me. But if this was me, Maggie, and I don't have any kids, so it's a total hypothetical here. If it was me, I would deal with that man. I would go deal with him because he's probably diddling the daughter. He's probably diddling that 16-year-old girl, just like Jonathan Spuljarek did in Ironton, Ohio. So Maggie, I would deal with that pig on the street is what I would do if he molested my daughter. I don't have a kid, so it's totally hypothetical. So then I chimed into Maggie. With multiple law enforcement agencies involved, there was obviously evidence showing it. Why do you need multiple? Why don't you just need one investigator? It's so ridiculously stupid. It is so ridiculously stupid. So hide 11 responses, show 11 responses. How come they show some responses and then 8 replies on this one, and then you keep going down? Maggie. Wow. Maggie, he admitted it. Oh, wow. Oh, and then this one says exactly. Sharon Davis, great big cop sucker. Great big cop sucker. Sharon Davis is a cop sucker, everybody. Nice to see you, cop sucker. Nice to see you. It looks like they deleted my comment. I don't know. I didn't see the article where he admitted it, but boy, I've never seen a meaner group of people. Maggie, when we find out you're raping kids, you're going to get a lot meaner. If I was Nick, I'd get the hell out of town, bro. There's probably people who are looking for you, bro. I'm nowhere near Ohio, so it's not me. But I would venture to say that there's people hoping and praying that you show up at the bar they're at. I would say, Nick, you're probably, Chardon is very odd. The town in Chardon. I mean, I would just say, seems to me that Maggie, like you're kind of missing the boat here, hun. It just seems like it. That's all I'm saying. It seems like you're missing the boat. Maggie, I've got 2 your daughters, and I can promise you this. Pedo police would have been in an ambulance. I said to her, the world would be a better place without your cop-sucking, Karen bootlicking perspective. You're a scumbag, Maggie. Daddy was a pig. What was it? You infatuated with pigs? You're a nasty woman. Oh, and then she replied, grow up and get a life. Sharon Davis is one of those people we better off without her cop sucking, boot licking perspective. Where's the pedophile cop? Grooming high school girls, scratching my effing head. Should have known better. Meanwhile, in wonder if it has anything to do with the fact his mother is a judge. Oh, is that right? Why would anyone wonder that? Because people like to strike back or get even if they feel they're wronged. And then Vince tells her, shut the F up. The fact that his mom is a judge plus him being a cop means he'll probably get probation. Sharon Davis, I believe it's because he raped a child and got caught. Oh, man. I mean, talk about a sick and twisted thing. Oh, should I stop? First Amendment auditors? You know, with that picture of Steven Seagal and your username, I have no choice but to adhere to what my friend asked me to do. I better stop. What's going on out there in America? How you guys doing? Did everybody hit the like button? Take your finger, reach down, hit the like button, and then type in the chat right down there, Jackboot Thug Pig, JBTP, or Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Put it in the chat. Drop it in there. Drop it in there. Okay. So I want to say something before I show you guys this video. I want to say something, all right? I want to be clear. Remember, I had been called a great big meanie. I'd been called a great big meanie so many times by so many people that what happened was I decided in 2022 that I would be a little bit kinder to piggies. I said, you know what? I'm going to give them a chance, and I'm going to say that I'm going to give the pigs a chance to be decent people before I prejudge them. And so what I did is I went to Denver, Colorado, and I met a copper there. And when I met that copper, he seemed like a really good dude. I was like, man, this is a really good dude. I was so impressed that this guy was such a good guy. And so I began to talk with him. And the more I talked with him, the more and more I liked him. And even though he said and did things that I would have completely disagreed with, I was like, you know what? I've got to give these coppers a chance. I got to give the coppers a chance. I got to stop being so hardcore on these piggies. That was my idea. That's what I was trying to get to. I was like, you know what? Let me be a little bit nicer to the piggies, and I'm going to try to turn over a new leaf and try to like be nice to the pigs. That's what I said. I was being honest. I was really trying as hard as I could to be nice to the piggies. But the problem was that I would find out later that the piggy who I was being kind to was actually a total charlatan and a total and complete fraud. That everything that I thought I was doing by being like this bigger person and trying to treat cops as individuals and not judge them based on them putting on a Death Squad G.I. Joe loser costume, I thought to myself, you know, I'm being really, really short-sighted. And so what I tried to do, I swear to you guys, I tried my best to make sure that I would be a little bit kinder, a little bit nicer, a little bit more gentle, a little bit more understanding that everybody's an individual. And so I ran across this piggy, and it was a very random, very, very random. I just, Chuck Bronson, what's going on, Playboy? Chuck Bronson's here, everybody. And I ran across this pig in Denver, Colorado. And when I first started talking to him, I was trying to find a connection to the pigs organization and trying to find common ground between myself and the pigs. And so what happened was let me show you guys the video. Let me pull the video up and I'll show it to you guys. And so this is a video about a cop in Denver who I met face to face. And I tried to build a rapport with this man, tried to extend an olive branch of peace and understanding, of love. And instead, what I would find out later was that he was the most deceptive pig that you could have possibly ever met. And I didn't know that. I did not know that. And here's what the interaction looks like. I got a cop here. It's all black, just like a little cold. It's got like a little cold shield on the side of the door. The windows are tinted black. It's beautiful. Hey, how you doing, officer? How are you? Good. My name's ChilleDeCastro. What's your name? Adam. Adam? Yep. You want to tell people your badge? Oh, your badge number? 2204. Hey, dude. How you doing? So, my name's Chille. I have a channel called Delete Laws. I'm not running live right now or anything, but when I see police officers and they're pulled to the side of the road, I often just want to ask them, let me come on. So there's the rest of the car. So just so you guys know and you understand, the reason why I tapped the inside of his car and tapped on his car is because it's my car. We, the people, own that car, and they walk up when they pull you over and they stick their hand on your car. And so if they're going to stick their hand on my car, I stick my hand on my car as well, because that's my car too. And I'm not gonna. I want it to be fair. It's like Morrison, town of Morrison. Hey, nice to meet you, Chille. So now, when you're a cop, right? You're a police officer. So what do you think is the perception of you when you sit here in a car? Do you think when people drive by, what are their feelings? You think that they feel safer when they see you here? Because your car's all black tinted windows. By the way, that's a cool, that's cool. But what do you think the perception of the general public is?
I hope the perception of the general public is that we're here to help them.
You want to do a social experiment? You want to have fun? Because look, I always tell people, I introduce myself, I say the name of my channel, and I say who I am. Like the people who talk to cops and they don't introduce themselves, I'm like, I used to think that, but you're a dude, right?
Yeah.
You're a dude. Let me see your tat, man. Bam. Oh, glory. Oh, you got a stripe on it though.
Oh. Thin blue line.
Oh, did you guys see that? Did you guys see it? Glory. Oh, he's got a blue stripe. He's got a blue stripe tattooed onto his arm. Oh, glory. Oh, you got a stripe on it though.
Yep. Thin blue line.
You have a thin blue line stripe. Can I see that one more time? He's got a thin, can you guys do? I want to make sure these guys can see it. That's a thin blue line stripe. Oh, so.
Are you anti-law enforcement?
I want to change it. I think I'm for law and order. I'm not a sovereign citizen. I think that law and order has to be paramount. Thomas Hobbes' philosophy on the nature of man, I agree. I'm against law enforcement. I'm against people calling themselves law enforcers. I'm against people who enforce laws on others. I'm for peace officers and for rights protectors. I am anti-law enforcement. That would be a correct statement. Anti, yes. But let's do a social experiment. I hate the blue stripe. I think it divides you and me. I think it separates us. Your oath is to uphold the Constitution, and instead you have a tattoo on you instead of the Constitution. Instead of the old glory, the American flag, you have a blue stripe on you, which puts you on a different side than me. Because the way they teach you guys is it's us against them. That I could not
even remotely close to me.
But I mean,
I'm a U.S. Army veteran.
God bless you for your service. I'm fist bump you only for the service. I can't stand that blue stripe.
Well, I fought for this country, for the freedoms, and
so for me to be able to film and talk to you and me treat you like a person, you treat me like a person, right?
Exactly.
So I imagine sometimes you have to arrest people.
I do.
Do you put people in handcuffs?
I will detain someone if the need comes of it, yes.
Have you been put in handcuffs?
Have I been put in handcuffs? Yes, I have.
By hard? by someone who doesn't like you?
Yeah.
Wants to put them on you for 10 minutes super hard?
No. For charges that were falsely brought against myself.
Oh, so you had to go in the torture cuffs? So then you remember how painful they are.
Yeah, but if
remember how
trained properly on how to put them on, they're not that painful.
No, but the guy who put them on you probably wasn't trained properly, right?
Well, I'm also not soft either.
I'm not soft either, but I don't want neuropathy. The number one lawsuit against police in America is neuropathy for the wrists. Number one lawsuit against police. So his idea is that he should be able to put you in torture cuffs, and if you don't like it, you're soft. I'm not soft. You have to earn cauliflower ears. It takes years on the mat, and it's a painful process. This is horrible when you're going through it. It's horrifically painful. So I'm not soft either. But I don't need to be hard so that you can put me in torture cuffs because you say you're suspicious of me. Now that I understand that Adam Hanna is a snake, now I can be a little bit more critical of the words that he said, because he's a total snake. You'll find out for yourself in a second.
The proper way to put handcuffs on a subject.
There's not a proper way to put the
There is.
on a subject, not on a human being, on a subject. Made to torture slaves. They were made for slavery. So
okay. So let me tell you this. I'm gonna just educate you.
Educate.
You're pretty.
Yes.
Man,
yes.
right?
Go, dude. Go.
So, I could, if I am trying to temporarily restrain someone via handcuffs, could be a leather belt. I could pull my shirt off and tie that person up. It's a temporary restraining device.
You are speaking my language. Listen to me. This guy with the horrible blue stripe, you and I agree. Let's change handcuffs for Velcro straps.
Well, I have flex cuffs too.
Right, but flex cuffs,
plastic.
Flex cuffs hurt too. Let me put them on you.
Anything that you resist against could potentially hurt.
Dude, you're bigger than me. Put that arm up again. You're physically larger. Yeah, his arms are larger than mine. So
you're a pretty big dude.
But your shoulders are also probably pretty big.
Yeah.
So that means that if I put you in the torture cuffs, it's only going to take about 5 minutes before this.
It's hard to even get my arms behind me.
It's right. So then, the Terry versus Ohio reasonable articulable suspicion, which is a farce, but that creates the idea that you can put me in cuffs for your safety.
And the safety of others as well as yourself.
Right, but my body don't bend like that, and neither does yours, bro.
Mine does not.
No, neither does yours. So then together, why don't we talk about changing them?
Aren't you soft? Techniques. For example, I could use 2 sets of handcuffs, right?
Oh, that's going to change. Sure.
The handcuffs together to relieve some of that stress or pressure on your delts. Right?
I agree. I got a really big buddy got arrested in Hawaii. He told me they put double cuffs on him eventually. One cop had to tell the other cop, put him in double cuffs, dude, because he's too big. But it's guys like you and I who see a common. Can you make that Old Glory? Can you get that to Old Glory? Can you put Old Glory on there? Listen, guys, the stripe divides us. The people, for me, even continuing the conversation and being cordial with you and giving you a fist bump, the people who watch my channel are going to go, what WTF, Chille? You gave a fist bump to a guy with a blue stripe. But listen, he doesn't know. Let me tell you honestly. No, he knows. He knows. So 2022, I was trying to believe that the police culture had taught them so much that they just had a blind spot and they didn't see it. It's not true. It's not true. I was trying to find common ground with these pigs because I thought that we had to get a police department who would be willing to switch over to digital detainment. I didn't plan on running for governor. It just, through all the avenues I've gone down, all the roads that I've traveled, what I've found out is that the only way we're going to change these jackboot thug pigs is if one of us peons, and that's what I'm running for, to be leader of the peons, to get into the governor's office and with executive power, change policing from the top down. The first thing, we demilitarize. The second thing, no more term law enforcement, banned. Third thing, disarm all of them. We have specific units in different locations around the city where there's armed peace officers, because sometimes people have to be shot and killed because they're crazy. It's a sad reality. But what we don't need is cops with their Johnny on the spot gun ready to pull out and start shooting. In Nevada, where I'm at now, in Las Vegas, in the history of all policing here, there's not one shooting that has not been ruled justified. So that means there's a problem, and it goes from the top all the way down. Before I realized I have to run for governor and become the governor and change things, this was in Denver last year.
Ask you an honest question. Do you know how much we hate it?
How much you hate the thin blue line?
Hate it. It immediately incenses me.
Put a 1 in the chat if you hate the thin blue line, but only if you really hate it. Put a 1 in the comments if you really truly hate it and you see it as a gang symbol, but only if you really hate it. Not kind of. You really hate the thin blue line.
Dude, I'm not going to fight you, man. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I travel the country making videos. I'm not going to fight you. If I see my passion come through, it's just my passion. but I'm composed. I'm intelligent. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I teach con law. So you know, do you know what my reaction? Someone who is for law and order. I teach Thomas Hobbes. I teach Jean-Jacques Rousseau, the social contract. I teach it, and that the rule. By the way, there's a large group of YouTubers who hate me because I'm not for volunteerism or anarchism. I'm sorry, guys, I'm not. I'm for rule of law. Just not this form, all black, all black, all black, right? So, and the blue stripe, do you know how people like me see that? Do you know it?
No.
Right.
But at the same time,
right.
We live in a society where you could wear a wig and call yourself a female.
Do you believe him?
Right? So your perception and your beliefs are your beliefs.
Do you believe him that he doesn't know that we hate it? Do you believe him? 1 for no, 2 for yes. Do you believe him? Do you believe him that he does not know that we so desperately hate it?
That's right. I don't push my beliefs on you.
Right.
You don't push your beliefs on me.
I agree. But trans people,
and it's not me pushing my belief on you. You're in a position of authority. You're wearing a gang symbol.
People are not in a gang that carry a gun that have absolute power over the population.
I'm not in a gang that carries a gun.
No, but the blues, you don't know that of law. Just not this form, all black, all black, all black, right? So, and the blue stripe, do you know how people like me see that? Do you know it?
No.
Right.
But at the same time,
right.
We live in a society where you could wear a wig and call yourself a female, right? So your perception and your beliefs are your beliefs, right? I don't push my beliefs on you.
Right.
You don't push your beliefs on me.
I agree. But trans people are not in a gang that carry a gun that have absolute power over the population.
I'm not in a gang that carries a gun.
No, but the blues, you don't know that.
Some officers may have that belief, right? But we're not all the same.
But you don't know that blue stripe, what that does.
Well, when you came around here and you were recording me, I could have got out and started haggling you.
No, but you're cool, dude. You've been to war.
Right?
Okay, but I'm not gonna play it today, but what you're gonna find out later is that he's not so cool. What you're gonna find out later is that he's under state indictment and they're trying to strip away his peace officer standards and training certificate. The DA's office is actively at this time trying to strip away his cop certificate, which is the basis of the way you can become a pig. And they're trying to strip it away. And it just so happened that I ran into this guy at that time, and he created this real like kinship with me because he's on camera, and come to find out that he is a horrible human being. I'll let you hear that tape in a minute.
See, you see the difference? Because he doesn't have the PTSD real bad and he's been to war. I'm a dude with a camera. but
that's your freedoms, right?
Right.
So
but you understand.
And I'm trying to find common ground because I don't want to hate these jackboot thug pigs as much as I do.
With camera.
Anybody, right?
I can record anybody.
And I am out in the public, so I have no invasion of privacy in this, right? Hold on a second.
But I want to get through this though, man, because you're a cool dude. Listen to me. I like this guy, man. He's a cool dude. You guys are not here on the scene. He's got a good vibe. He's got good energy. He hasn't. I interviewed a cop a week ago in McAllister. He literally kept. So far, I put my hands in the guy's car. I showed him my passion. I showed him how I hate the blue stripe, and he just looked at me.
Yeah, well.
So let me ask you. So you really don't know that people like myself who are pro-Constitution.
You can fool me anytime. Just so that people know, I want to believe in you. You can wake up any morning. You can wake up any time of day. You don't got to get up early to pull one over on me. I'm a very loving, trusting person. If you don't believe me, you can ask DLZ Clips. You can fool me 100 times out of 100 because I want to believe in you. I want to believe in the goodness of man. I want to believe Jean-Jacques Rousseau's teachings in The Social Contract that man is the most empathetic, loving beast on earth, and not Thomas Hobbes' Nature of Man, which says that man is the most brutish, rapist, violent being there is on earth. Opposite perspectives. Thomas Hobbes wrote the original social contract. Jean-Jacques Rousseau wrote another social contract 100 plus years after him. America is supposed to be living under Jean-Jacques Rousseau's social contract and his philosophy that men are good, versus we are not living, but instead, to correct my grammar, we're actually living under Thomas Hobbes' social contract. We live under an absolute authoritarian police state, which is what Hobbes called for. He called for a monarch, an absolute rule of law. Any aversion to the rule of law, you get executed. That was Thomas Hobbes' philosophy. Jean-Jacques Rousseau had a different philosophy. However, sadly, Rousseau also said that if you don't adhere to the rule of law,
Pro Bill of Rights, pro rule of law. We hate the blue stripe. No. Pro uphold your oath.
Yep.
That blue stripe separates all four of those things.
I've taken oaths. So like it isn't really though. Like
no, that's how we see it though.
Yeah, but you're saying it wrong, right? Because I could say that your symbology of it is completely different than mine. Right? I bleed blue. Right? What? I'm out here putting my life on the line every day. So that way.
Then that separates me and you. If you bleed blue, then I am different than you. And you're on a different team than me.
No, see, you're changing it though.
Oh, I am?
When I say I bleed blue, I mean, like, all right, let's say you're Catholic.
Okay.
And I'm Baptist. Or no, I'm Muslim. Let's say I'm Muslim.
Sure.
And you're Catholic.
Okay.
Right? Your different beliefs are different than mine.
Yes.
But we believe in the same God. I just call him Allah and you call him Jesus Christ.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So I believe in the Constitution. Right? Whenever I was a kid out of high school, I enlisted in the U.S. Army and I upheld that Constitution.
And again, thank you for your service.
Right? So if I represent like the thin blue line to me, because I have been in law enforcement for the last 15 years of my life, right? This is who I am. I'm a cop, right? But I'm not a cop to harass anybody, right? I haven't harassed you. I haven't harassed.
No, bro, you don't understand. So proactive policing using the broken window theory that was created by Benjamin Bratton, I believe 1979, 1980, something like that. And then applied in the 90s, or the original writing, I believe, was in the 80s or late 70s, and then applied throughout the 80s and the 90s. So you can't have the broken window philosophy and create proactive policing without harassing the citizens. So if you don't know what the broken window philosophy is, it's that even in a door that has multiple panels, if one of the little panels of the windows is broken, then criminality is afoot. And so we must fix every broken window. You can't have anything, any kind of aversion to the rule of law must be addressed, the broken window theory. And what that did was it created a total police state. It created proactive policing because you can't get a window breaking. And so he said that, you know, I signed up to be a cop, not to harass people, but that literally is the definition of proactive policing, especially any departments that still use the broken window theory to do their policing.
No, I love the combo, dude.
I'm here to help, right? I'm here if I get a call for...
If you're there to help, you would have become an EMT or a paramedic or a firefighter, but you're not there to help. You're there to enforce laws. You signed up to be a law enforcer, Adam, and hopefully your certificate got stripped.
Armed suicidal party like I had 3 days ago, right? I responded to help a gentleman.
Did you talk him down?
He wound up pulling the trigger as soon as I walked up on him.
Oh, no.
He stuck it under his chin and blew his head off.
Oh,
right?
my God, dude.
No, I didn't want that for the man, but at the same time, I'm here to help, right? I don't go around saying, who can I mess with today? I get calls, right? You call me to come and help. Mm-hmm. I don't choose to just go and interfere. Like, if people would never call us because they're in a domestic.
So that's fundamentally not possible. Terry versus Ohio has cops investigating people who are suspicious, that they deem are suspicious.
Situation or anything like that, I wouldn't show up to offer my help because I wouldn't know about it, right? Like what you do in your personal time and in your personal life, I don't know, right? And if it never gets to the point where you call the police to have us intervene, we would never be there, right?
And this is a little bit of the disconnect that we have between police and citizens. When we call you guys, which I've had to call the cops this year on people, right? And it just doesn't do anything. It either goes against me or it doesn't help me at all whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. And then once you guys show up, then you have to go for officer safety to make sure that the officers are the safest thing there. And so then you have your defenses up against us and you bleed blue. So that blue team that you're on, you have to defend them.
All right, so let me give you a rebuttal to that. So that becomes a breakdown in our training, right? Because I don't believe that way, right? When we look at the priority life scale that we go through in our training, your life comes before mine, right? I sacrifice myself for the safety of others. That's why if there's an active
But that's not what they teach you guys. They teach you about officer safety first.
It is. It is what they teach us. It's just some people's understanding of it is not in the right perspective. And you're right. They do teach. So like there's a lot of old school cops that still teach that, right?
And what's your inner motto? Whatever it takes for you to go home safe at the end of your shift.
No, that's not everybody.
That's what they say to each other. That is what you guys say.
I have heard it being said before.
Right.
That's not my
because you bleed blue.
That's not my
And the blue stripe puts you on their team and you're against us. No. And that's the point of getting rid of that blue stripe.
Nobody should be against anybody, but it's
a
the way society is today that is dividing the way we are.
The way society is.
It's totally the way society is.
You mean that the way that you guys are not rights protectors now, you're law enforcement. You're no longer, now you went to war. Right, but you didn't sign but you didn't sign a law enforcement agreement. You signed a peace officers agreement. You don't have a law enforcement.
So I haven't signed any agreement, right?
You did. You upheld an oath
to uphold
the Constitution,
to serve and defend the U.S. Constitution.
Right, and to be a rights protector, a peace officer. That's what you signed up to be.
So right. So you understand that? So here's an important little tidbit of information for what I'm going to let you guys hear when the prosecutor's office from Denver called me about this cat right here. So this is a very important little piece of information. What we just talked about, the prosecutor's office is trying to strip away his peace officer's certificate. We're having a conversation right now, and he knows that as we talk, that the prosecutor's office is investigating him to strip away his peace officer certificate. And I'm going to let you hear the conversation that I had with the investigator from the prosecutor's office.
Peace officer is the officer of the peace. Means my peace should not be able to be broken, which means you can start screaming at me, yelling at me, and I should be able to maintain a straight face and communicate with you in order to accomplish a simple mission.
We're still at this giant, because he has from what he's saying, from what you're saying, Adam.
Yes.
Adam, right?
Yep.
Okay. From what Adam is saying, he has a good heart. His heart's in the right place.
Adam knows he's on camera and that First Amendment auditor videos are watched, and he's trying to put on a good face, and they will use this video in his defense.
Connect is he doesn't see. He's wearing all black. He's dressed like G.I. Joe.
This is blue, bro.
Dark blue, and he's in an all black car with black tinted windows, sitting in a parking lot. And when people drive by and they see a cop here, they're afraid of him. And he just doesn't see it.
He does see it. He does see it. Remember, listen, in 2022, I was doing everything I could. What does Long Island Audit says? He's bridging the divide between police and citizens. Long Island Audit, you know, I'm not a fan because you talk shit about me, but at the same time, that's a beautiful idea. It's just not possible. You can't bridge a divide of people who are law enforcing on a group of people. There's no bridge to gap there. You can't put a bridge on that gap. It won't work. As long as the policy is law enforcement, then you're going to have a gigantic gap between those folks, and it's never going to be okay. And you only have to be law enforced upon one time. The biggest bootlicker who is in the comments right now, cursing my face and wishing I would die, it only has to happen to you once, bud, just once. So I was trying, and I had the delusion. God helped me. Thank you, God, for showing me it's not possible. I was trying everything I could at this time to close the gap, because hatred doesn't work, right? But hatred works for changing policy. Hatred works for building a constituency and becoming governor. Hatred works for that because we hate the system. And that's what I mean. When you hate the system, why do people change? I can answer the question for you. It's a rhetorical question. People change when the way they're doing it doesn't work anymore. People change when they are forced to change. They don't change voluntarily. They don't change. The devil I know is worse than the devil I don't know. People will not change until that law enforcing happens to you. Then you'll change.
He puts on a blue stripe on his arm because he's been a cop. He said, I'm a cop. I am a cop. That's what he said. And so now that separates he and I. And the truth is, we could be on the same team. We could be on the same wrestling team. It's number one, you and I are American. We are American. And your job is to uphold my rights, not to be a law enforcer. And until we change that ideology, it's never going to work. I don't want to be law enforced.
Yeah, no, I agree. I get you there. Like I said, you know, at the same time, giving you the mentality that I have, I agree with you, right?
Yeah, you're a good dude, man. You got a good heart.
You know,
you joined the Death Star.
To help.
You joined an evil thing. It's real. Now listen, here's what you can do from the inside. And I get a lot of shit. A lot of these YouTubers say that I'm some sort of a deep CIA plant, or like, you know, I'm a statist. I want to decentralize.
No, I think you're a pretty cool dude.
No, but what I'm saying is as long as we have this mentality of law enforcers, it'll never work, because I don't want to be law enforced.
Right.
If I give a simple example, if my wife and I have a fight, and my wife's kicking my ass, and I'm not going to hit my wife, so I call 911, and you guys come in, and we got a plate of Coke on the table, we got shots of tequila, we're getting down, right?
You're having a good time, okay?
And then you guys come in and arrest us both for drug possession. And it's like, you know, that's not the problem. The problem is we got too high, we're coked up, we need someone to separate us for a few hours, calm us the F down, and then move forward with our lives and be like, you guys, listen, you got to chill on the blow and tequila. But that's, and so for what you can do from the inside is you can change torture cuffs. You can say, you know what? I'm going to go with the digital detainment on this guy. You look at me and you go, look, I found, you know, I punched a guy in the head. I knocked him out because he killed my dog in my car. So I knocked him out. Good example, right? I got a little dog in my car. If you kill my dog, you're a cop, you're probably going to have to kill me because I love my dog, right? So I punched a guy in the head.
I like dogs too, man.
Yeah. Right. I love. So anyway, so guy kills my dog. I punch him in the head, and you're like, dude, you got to go with me to jail. At that point, your policy is to put me in torture cuffs. Whereas if you just looked at me and said, hey, man, you're ChilleDeCastro, you ID'd yourself, look in the camera and say you agree to come with me and be detained and go through the process. And I say, yes, My dog's dead. I don't want to be shackled up like a pig and taken to a dungeon in this manner.
As long as you are compliant.
You know, but you got to put the cuffs on me though.
Yeah, but I can put them in front of you. So that
you can put them in front?
Yeah.
How many people have you put the cuffs in front of?
So I've had at least 10 DUIs.
You put the cuffs in front?
Yeah, because there's no need.
I hate the blue stripe, but I like what you're saying.
As long as he's being compliant and he's working with me to help him.
Yes.
Right?
Do you believe him? Just real quick. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't believe him. Put a 2 in the chat if you believe him that he's put the cuffs on front of people 10 times. Put a 1 in the chat if you do not believe that. It's the policy and procedures of almost every single dungeon in America that when they bring somebody into the dungeon, they have to be torture cuffed with their hands behind their back. Almost every one of them. The only time that I've ever been handcuffed in the front was in Ironton, Ohio, when I told them they're not going to put my arms behind my back. And they were going to tase me and force me to do it. But the public, a good portion of the public was on my side at that time. And if they had tortured me for peacefully protesting, for not putting my hands behind my back, the jail was behind it. But I don't believe him, because I also know of the other things that he did. So let's keep watching. And I want to remind you guys, I was trying to find common ground with piggies. All right. I was doing my best. So Mr. Long Island Audit, you're not going to have any success in bridging the divide between citizens and police, because the policies and procedures of police are cruel, inhumane, and disgusting.
The reason why I made contact with him is because he was driving improperly and unsafe.
Right.
Right. There was no reason for me to bring him down this big long road.
Right.
I mean, I understand that there are flaws in the law. Right. Yeah. We preach that you are innocent until proven guilty. And I'm a first-hand believer that is bullshit.
What do you think of digital detainment? My situation's real. I knock a guy out. What if you say, hey, I got a body cam on, dude. Look in the camera. Tell the judge you agree to come with me and you're not going to mess with me. I say, I agree, dude. I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
As long as you're being compliant.
Get in the back. You don't need to put me in shackles at all. My face, you got my ID, my car, my dog is dead, you know. Like,
and in a situation,
when do we move to that?
I would do it now.
Dude, you'd get fired.
No, it wouldn't.
You would get. I don't know if he got fired or not. He was on the verge of it when the prosecutor called me.
So the only time that I would be mandated to put you in cuffs is to go into Jefferson County Jail.
What did I just say? Did I not just say that?
Because we carry our guns inside the jail.
Which is unnecessary. Nobody's trying to break out of the dungeon. And if they are, you'll catch them eventually. You don't need to shoot them.
Lock them up at this jail.
And how many attempted jailbreaks have come out of there?
Oh, I don't know. The
Zero.
Statistics.
Zero.
They get quite a few, actually.
No. I mean, how many like people? But you know what I'm saying? With 90% of the
Port?
population going to try. I mean, you're going to have those people who are going to freak out and run. But 90% are like, you know, I'm just going to do my time. I'm not doing shit. I got 2 years left on this, and I'm leaving.
And
that's what I'm saying. So just so you know, when you give a human beings, and this has a lot to do with phonics. Phonics is how your brain works when you learn languages. So when you learn the structure of a language, I went to the mall, comma, I saw some food there, comma, so I ate it, period. So when you're able to put together the structure of how things work, and you know that that's the sentence structure of how it works, then human beings have a natural assentment, what they would ascend to. I guess that would be the proper word to use. But what they do is they will go towards what their brain knows is right. So even someone in jail, if you open the doors and said, hey, yeah, you can go ahead and leave, that person, if they know they only have a year left or 6 months or 2 years or however much time they have left, they go, I'm not going out. I'm gonna finish my time right here. Hey, thanks for the super sticker. I'm gonna finish my time right here. I'm not going to Chevy. Thank you. Who was the last person? Alexa. Thank you, Alexa. I appreciate it. Thank you, Alexa. So people will follow what is right if they're not criminally insane. And most people, if you even open the door for the jail, they're not leaving. I know I do 2 more years. I'm out of here. I get to go back to my family. I get to go back to freedom, which we shouldn't be putting people in a dungeon anyway.
People that are easily to deal with.
But 90% of those, 95%. You had maybe 4 or 5 or 10 people try to like jump.
I'd say 75, 25.
75%. Dude, I don't want to live. I don't want to get rearrested.
So no, at the same time, like you got to realize most of the people we arrest have some level of impairment, right? So if you're on some type of narcotics, or if you're under the influence of alcohol, what do we call alcohol? Liquid courage, right?
Yeah.
So you think you're high and mighty, and some people are hotheads. Some people are the complete opposite. When they get on alcohol is technically a downer. Right. So then they become super chill.
I mean, you're a military guy. We go 1 Velcro strap around the belt, 1 Velcro strap around both wrists. He's done. It's over. You're really, honestly, to get out of it, you could if you went nuts. But by then you're like, okay, we actually have to hold him down and strap him up.
100%.
Dude, can I get your card? Can I send you an email? Can we actually progress it though? Can we actually progress it?
So just so you guys know, I thought that we would be able to get a police department to take on the theory, take on the concept of digital detainment. We all have a phone on us. The cop doesn't even really need the body cam. He doesn't need the gun. We don't need him to walk up looking like G.I. Joe loser. You could take a guy dressed just like me, plain t-shirt, plain pants, walk up. Hey, listen, you're being detained. The judge is going to see it. I'm not going to grab you. You got to come with me. Your wife said you hit her. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I don't want to fight you. I'm alone. But you got to come with me. We got to book you. What do you want to do? Your wife's bleeding, dude. You hit her. But there's people watching right now back at the department on live stream. There's people waiting around the corner. What do you want to do? Why can't we move to a digital detainment? There's people watching my camera right now that if you decide you're going to freak out and go running off or grab a gun or act nuts or even attack me, they're going to come here. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. You know what's going to happen. There'll be 10 cops in your driveway. They'll be on top of you. Your neighbors are going to see. You're going to go out in cuffs. It's going to be terrible. Or we just walk out there and get in my car. You get in the front seat. You and I drive away together. There's going to be someone following us in case you lose your cool. What do you want to do? I mean, there it is. There it is. We live in a digital era now. How do we know it? I was texting today. That's digital detainment. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Can we actually progress these ideas?
Yeah.
To people, you give people a chance to be digitally detained. Look, dude, you got to come to jail. You hit a car and drove away.
Well, I'm a small fish in the sea.
Right, but they all say that. It's above my pay grade.
But
it's above my pay grade. It's above my pay grade.
Look at the card, right?
I can't see it without my glasses
No
on.
No worries, brother.
I can't see it without my glasses.
It says police officer, means lowest of the totem pole, right? No sergeant. No chief,
that's why you're good.
Right?
He's not good,
Bobby. That's why he's good.
But
he's not good though. He's shining me on. They're trying to strip away his badge for being abusive to people.
He's good.
I've also been an assistant.
That's why he's good.
I've also been an undersheriff.
He's new. How long you been a cop?
15 years.
Well, he's not new. 15 years. That's a long time. That's a long time.
And like I just said, I've been an assistant chief of police.
So then think about why he didn't advance much further.
Been an undersheriff.
But now you just moved to this department, so now you're
and now I'm taking a regular patrolman position.
No, he got demoted.
But you still have some power.
No, he got demoted. He got in trouble. They're trying to strip his badge.
And you still have your personal power like I do. I have personal power.
I definitely have personal.
You got personal power.
Right.
Dude, I'm going to email you and call you and the thousands of people, because I get about 5,000 to 10,000 people per video who watch the video. Is that about right, Bobby? About 5,000 to 10,000 people every video I make. Even if I drop it and 200 people watch, a week later it's 5,000 people have seen it. So that's about, and that's on the low side because there's some videos that do 50,000. So, but it's like, yeah, dude, I would love to continue a conversation about creating straps.
I mean, that's pretty honest.
No, about creating, because the cuffs, man, it's the reason. I no longer am outwardly hateful towards you guys.
Right.
There's a time I was.
I guess I'm back to it. Huh. Whoops. I guess we fell off the wagon, huh? We're back to hating cops. Ah, we all hate cops. No, you don't. You do. No, you don't. Do you hate them? Put a 1 in the chat if you hate the cops. Put a 1 in the chat if you hate them. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't hate them, but you really don't like them. Put a 3 in the chat if you're a cop sucker. If you suck them, boy. I hate them. I tried it. I tried until they knocked my finger out, until they knocked the feeling out of my hand from squeezing my ulnar nerve, and 3 or 4 other cops all sat around and watched them do it to me, torturing me. And now I literally have numbness in my hand every day. You know what I'm saying? I lost the love for you guys. There was never any love, but I tried. I did my best.
There was a time I was really just hateful and mean to cops.
Still am now.
Because I want good public servants. I want people who took an oath to the Constitution to protect my rights. That if they come to my house and my wife and I got a plate of Coke out, that they go, you know what? Let me separate these two. Come down to the station. You come with me.
I do it all the time.
Come sit in my car and sit there for 6 hours with the guy and be like, you know.
You know, the other day I arrested someone for DUI, right? I ended up just issuing them a summons, and I paid for their Uber home, right? The guy he threw up on himself. He was too intoxicated to work his Uber app. So I got on my Uber, I got him home, him and his wife, right? And I let them park their car, so it didn't cost them any more to go get
the $400 or $350 what it is to get it out.
I parked the car right off of Soda Lakes Road, and I said, here, this is where the car is. Come get it once y'all sober up. And I sent them home in an Uber that I paid for.
You should be a trainer.
You
shouldn't just be you should be training young people and showing them how to do it and affecting policy. That's what you should be doing. You should be leading. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to lead. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to come out of the dark and having all the knowledge I have. I was enjoying my life in Hollywood, California, guys. And I didn't want to do this. And now I both get ridicule and scorn and love, and I live a very strange existence because I'm going to change this. I'm dedicated to it. So then let me ask you one more question, dude, because you're an awesome guy.
He's not.
But this is a big question. Would you consider just going with Old Glory if I crowdfunded the money?
I'm not doing that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I will crowdfund the money.
I won't do that.
Sleeve out this arm, and I was going to do a military thing instead of one.
I'm not doing that.
I just want Old Glory on there. I mean, whatever you want, but tell me how much money it's going to cost to do that.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, I don't. Honestly,
tell me how much money it's going to cost.
I'm not doing that.
I have no.
$1,500.
I'm not doing that.
I'd probably get it inked up for 15.
Let's do it. I'm going to send you an email.
I'm not doing that.
I'm going to send you an email and I'm going to crowdfund that.
I'm not doing that.
Crowdfund that.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But let me see what I said here at the end of this bad chicken. Let's see.
Dude, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I got snowed.
Dude.
Totally fooled me. He was under indictment.
Wow, Bobby. Wow. What if we could crowdfund and get that?
I'm not doing that.
Get that.
My heart was in the right place, but I'm not doing that.
To change. And if you could train. Scoot over, Charlie. So I'm going to end this broadcast, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Okay. So the thing is that, yeah, I got snowed. I talked to my inner. This is why it's hard for me to take on new people. Some of you guys have emailed me about joining Team DLZ, and I help people around, some lawyers, some paralegals, and I don't always get back to people because unless I can really feel comfortable with looking you up on LinkedIn and seeing who you are, then I just have a hard time trusting new people because there's so many bad, rotten people. Rotten. Yeah. Yeah. But so now let me tell you what happened next. I got a phone call from the prosecutor's office about Adam Hanna. And so we will play that tomorrow. I'm going to play that tomorrow. You guys come back tomorrow. We're going to play that. But thank you guys for coming on that one. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Boy, it just brings me back to center that we cannot negotiate with terrorists. You understand that? The police have signed contracts with each different borough, district, city. They sign these contracts, state contracts too, that they could get to do what they do, and they're an autonomous organization. No. Until we change that, we're screwed. You understand that, right? So each police department signs a contract with the city or the state or the borough or the district, wherever they're policing, municipality, wherever they sign a contract with that particular community organization, whatever it is. And when they sign that contract, they are their own organization, and they have complete autonomy. So as governor, I'll change that. You understand that? They're not going to get complete autonomy. There's going to be a third party that investigates police. There's going to be a third party for the special prosecutor's office. And I can do that as governor. I can change things. And so people don't think about that. And I did. And I've been doing this for a couple years now in front of the camera, but I've been doing it my whole life behind the camera. So we can change things, but we have to really dedicate. We have to really determine who we are, what we stand for, what we live and die for. I would rather live on my feet than die on my knees under an oppressive police state, prison state, death state. And that's the reason why I'm doing everything that I'm doing. And that's the reason this channel is growing 75,000 subscribers a month. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share the videos, because we've got to get to executive power. Did you just hear the plan I laid out for you? That can be real with executive power. That can be real. And then when I'm governor for the second term, we can get it to where that the time we're going to sign a contract with the Peace Officers Association, whoever you're signing, because every different city and state are all different. Whoever you're signing that contract with, they don't get autonomy. And we change the policies and procedures that they do entirely from top to bottom for them to get their money. And they are sitting there waiting for their money. You understand? You understand? They're sitting there waiting for their money. Great. Here's the new contract. Here's the new, here's the stipulations now. Here's the new bylaws. And so imagine that. Imagine that. So welcome to Delete Laws, everybody. We're going to check out a couple more videos. Let's get into it, everybody. Type in the comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. And then if you want to add in there, JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pig, little hashtag Jackboot Thug Pig. You want to put that in there? Jackboot Thug Pig. Just put that in the comment right there. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. So I'm going to show you guys something right now. This is really, woo. They attack a sitting congressman. They attack him. The cops do.
Public Safety released body cam and dash camera footage of Congressman Ronnie Jackson being detained at a rodeo on July 29th. According to a witness, Jackson was handcuffed and placed on the ground while he was trying to assist a teenager in medical distress.
When multiple officers asked you to get back in the EMS?
Nobody asked me to get back.
They did.
No, they didn't. I was talking to her about her blood sugar and her blood pressure. You were the first mother to say something to me. The first one. Nobody did.
The parents didn't want either of y'all there. We were trying.
Nobody said something to me. Nobody.
In a previous statement to CNN, Jackson's spokesperson said that the congressman was briefly detained during the incident and was immediately released when officers realized he was tending to a medical emergency.
Let's see what detained looks like, though, just real quick. Did you hear what she said? Listen to what she says here.
And Jackson's spokesperson said that the congressman was briefly detained during.
Okay. Briefly detained. Okay. Let's real quick determine what briefly detained means in your perspective. Briefly detained means I've stopped you. You're in this area. We need you to stay in this little imaginary boxed area and keep your peace for a moment. You're under detainment. If we're going by just the Terry standards, and then the cops can lightly frisk you to see if you have any weapons that could hurt them, which is ridiculous. It's communism. God, I'm sorry. I just chugged a bunch of this. This is my new favorite stuff. Beach plum, natural, La Croix. Oh my God, this is my favorite flavor, but I keep burping because I just chugging it when that was on. What does detainment mean? So let's take a look. Let's take a look where the report from the state-run media personnel is that someone got briefly detained. He just got briefly detained. Okay. What does that mean? What is briefly detained?
During the incident, and was immediately released when officers realized he was tending to a medical emergency. But a new report from the sheriff of Carson County, Texas, describes Jackson's behavior that night as aggressive and threatening, and says the congressman repeatedly ignored warnings to get back.
It looks like he's mad from the brief detainment. It looks like whatever that brief detainment was made him mad. Let's see what it is.
You and I got to agree. I was just trying to help, dude. Okay. And it has nothing to do with who I am or what I do. I was an ER doctor.
So he's an ER doctor. Is he allowed to raise his voice? Is he allowed to say how he feels without people physically grabbing them with his hands? He's not going to attack you. He needs those hands to be a doctor.
Okay, let me speak. I know you were there to help.
Now let me speak. They always say that.
Right, but I got EMS coming on scene. I got multiple parents.
Nobody was there yet, though.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't. They were just rolling up as I was standing there.
Jackson previously served as the White House physician for Presidents Barack Obama and Donald Trump. In 2020, he was elected to represent the 13th Congressional District in Texas.
I went to 4 years of medical school and 4 years of residence.
And he's a veteran.
I'm trying to tell you, when somebody tells you to get back, you get
Nobody
back.
told me to get
When
back.
someone tells you to get back, you get back, boy. There it is right there. When the coppers tell you to get back, you get back. Wrong, copper. Wrong answer. That is in a tyrannical police state. That is not in a free United States of America. That is not to a veteran. He doesn't have to get back because you say to get back. Jackboot thug pig. You, bro. You're bad.
I did. I had to tell you twice. I had to
No,
raise my
you told
voice
me.
the second
You
time.
rolled in and you freaking just
No.
like, get the out.
No, I said get back. Nobody
You know what?
listened. I told
I'm
you
going to
get back
call
a
the
second
governor
time.
tomorrow. And I'm going to talk to him about this because this is ridiculous. Man.
CNN has reached out to the governor's office for comment. In a statement to CNN, a spokesperson for Jackson said that he was asked to help the teenager when no other uniformed medics were present, and that Congressman Jackson, as a trained ER physician, will not apologize for sparing no effort to help in a medical emergency, especially when the circumstances were chaotic and the local authorities refused to help the situation.
So briefly detained, if you didn't notice, if you didn't pick it up now, briefly detained means that he has to get away and break and violate his Hippocratic oath to saving somebody in distress because some jackboot thug pig with an elementary school brain decides that he needs to get away from somebody who he's helping with medical problems, with real world first responder needs. And so detained means that a jackboot thug pig who's a moron, put a 1 in the chat if most of these guys are morons. There's a good portion of you pigs that are morons. And let me tell you why they hired you, because you're a moron and you'll just follow orders blindly. That's why you're a jackboot thug pig. You can't make $8,000 a month or $10,000 a month anywhere else. That's why you did what you did. So that detained means that this moron gets to tell a doctor, you will violate your Hippocratic oath and you will stop helping this person in need right now. And that's, whoa, like that is like, what are you even talking about? What are you even talking about right now? You cannot tell him that he has to violate his Hippocratic oath. Holy smokes. That's if that's what detain means, what kind of world are we living in right now? What kind of world are we even living in?
The Texas Department of Public Safety released.
It just
He reached out to the police.
Okay, so this is a follow-up. Here's a follow-up right here. You guys remember yesterday? Sorry about that. It's from the Communist News Network again. God, but at least they're covering it. At least because they don't want their Communist News Network to get shut down. The state-run media, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, state-run media. That's where the government tells them what lies to teach us. That's what happens. That's if you watch CNN, Fox, MSNBC, just remember they're lying. So they're lying. Listening to jackboot thug pigs tell doctors that if he tells you to get back, you get back, as he's helping a man who's having, or a kid who's having a medical emergency. That is the height of idiocracy. That is so backwards. It's unbelievable. If you just saw that, don't have a heart attack. Breathe through it. Breathe through it. It didn't happen to you today. Thank God for that, right? It didn't happen to you today. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember being in that dungeon when they drug you off to jail. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember. Put a 1 for me, DLZ Clips. Put a 1 for me. I remember being in that dungeon. Today's not that bad, no matter how bad today has been for you. It's not that bad. The worst day out here beats the best day in the dungeon. And it's not even comparable. I would rather be stuck outside in Las Vegas in 100-degree heat with no water and no shelter, no shade, and have to figure out how to get a box over my head or something. I would rather get bit by a dog than go to jail. It's the worst. It is the absolute worst. Am I wrong? I mean, am I wrong, everybody? Am I wrong? Is it not the worst? Tell me in the comments. You know what? Do me a favor. If you're watching this video right now, drop in the comments your jail story. If you're not afraid to share your jail story, drop it down in the comment right now. Tell us your experience. And it can be a book. I don't care. Or it can be just 2 or 3 paragraphs of, here's the 3 worst things that happened when I was in jail. So if it was going to be my story, the 3 worst things that happened: 1, when I had to violently beat somebody down. 2, when they first raided me and they came into my house with a SWAT team. And I knew as soon as the door came off the hinges that I could hear police, police, police. I put my hands above my head and prayed to God I wouldn't get shot. And the 3rd one would be, when the gang told me they were going to knock my teeth out. When I went pee in the pooper, they call it a pooper and they call it a pier. You're allowed to go poop in the pooper and you're allowed to go pee in the pier in Twin Towers in LA County. And so the worst part for me was one time at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I went pee in the pooper and someone saw me. And so then the Mexican gang, the brown gang, they put a circle around me and told me that they were going to knock my teeth out if I ever went pee in the pooper again. It's a little more dramatic than that. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So they put me in the center of a circle with 20 guys in a circle. And then sitting, the leader was Shorty. He was 20 years old. He was the leader of the brown side of the cell block. And he said, "Hey, Hollywood, sit in the center." So I sat in the center. They requested me to come and meet and sit in the center. There's 20 of them. I said, okay, I'll sit in the center. And then they said, Lil Ray say you went to the bathroom last night and you went pee in the pooper. And I said, oh, it's 4 a.m. I was probably sleepwalking. I probably did. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did that. And Shorty said, well, listen, Hollywood, that's cool and all with me, but these guys want to knock your effing teeth out for you breaking the rules. And he said, hey, just real quick, how many of you guys think we should knock his teeth out? And then around the circle, each guy raised their hand to knock my effing teeth out. It got back around to Shorty. All the hands went in a circle. Every single person's hand went up. And Shorty said, Hollywood, listen, they want to knock your teeth out. I'm going to let you go this time. But if it comes down and we need you to do something and the blacks, then you're going to do what we ask you to do. You understand that? I said, yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Mm-hmm. So that was, I haven't told that story in a long time. That story has more to it, and I'll save it for another time because, but so if you have a story and you're so bold, drop it down in the comments and let's hear your story. So, all right, now, welcome to Delete Laws, everybody. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Michael Dolan? What's up? What's going on? Jack Boot Thug Pigs? What's up? I love it. Toby, what's going on? What is going on? Wander, what's going on? Chevy, Will, Lucy, April, how are you? Nice to see everybody. Avery, Gregor, Bruce, so I got you in here. Irondale, Lynn, what is going on? Okay, listen, we're going to watch another video. So this is a follow-up yesterday. I'm sorry, you guys, let's bring up the energy again. Let's everybody hit the like button, and then type in the comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Do it. Just do it. Just drop it in the comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Just do it. All right. Now, yesterday I showed you guys a video of what happened in Kansas where they raided the media, the newspapers, the small, tiny little newspaper's office. And then the owner of the newspaper, she died. She was 98. It stressed her out so bad. She couldn't sleep. She couldn't eat. She died. She was 98. God bless her. So this is a follow-up on that. And you're going to get to hear firsthand from the Communist News Network, everybody. So remember, whatever the reporter says, the slant, she's only protecting herself and her Communist News Network, but thank God it's being covered. So and if she didn't cover it, we would, because we are the media.
About all of this, because they did this and they were handling the investigation prior, and we didn't hear back, but I do want to read people a statement from the police chief on Sunday. Said, I believe when the rest of the story is available to the public, the judicial system that is being questioned will be vindicated. Have you gotten any more answers from police about why they did this?
We finally were able to obtain the probable cause affidavit that is supposed to support the search warrant. It was filed 3 days after the searches were conducted, which is a little suspicious, but it interestingly refutes most of the claims against us. And one of the allegations was that we obtained this document and gave it to the vice mayor. And in the document itself, the vice mayor says that she got it from the same source we got it from, which supports our contention. One of the things we don't understand is we actually told them about this. This was our disclosure to them, that we thought that there was a document out there that maybe somebody had improperly done. And also there was an allegation that police were ignoring the fact that the restaurant owner had been driving for 14 years without a driver's license. So we alerted the police to it. They never asked us a single question. And as I understand, search warrants are supposed to be, sort of a last resort. If you can't get the information any other way, they could have asked. We would have given it to them.
Well, that's right.
Here's Here's the document we obtained. It was sitting on my desk next to the computer they didn't take it.
Look, the fact that, and this is the first time.
Just take a moment and just appreciate how stupid these jackboot thug pigs are. They were going there looking for something specific. The specific thing they were looking for was sitting on the desk. And yeah, a 3-day-old warrant, that is not due process of the law. Anything they find should be inadmissible. And the cops saying that they're going to be vindicated, I hope. I mean, where is this Justice Department? But 3-day-old warrant and the document they were looking for was literally on the desk.
I'm learning, and we're learning through our reporting, that the probable cause affidavit was submitted after this magistrate judge granted a search warrant. I think that raises important questions. I do want to note, you have said that the paper was investigating at one point the police chief, Gideon Cody, but never published that investigation. You weren't able to verify some of the claims. Do you have any reason to believe that that investigation factored into this raid?
Just speculation. There are oddities about his coming here. There also are longstanding animosities in this town among various different factions. When I talked to the restaurant owner after she accused us of stealing the documents, she said, "Oh, I wasn't out to try to get you on this. I was trying to get the vice mayor." Vice mayor's house was also raided. Her computer and her phone were also seized at the same time.
Wow, that is absolutely crazy. What does it say? It says seized but not silenced. They put out their paper, the Marion County Record. KBI takes over. I wonder if we can find this. I wonder if this is online. I think that it would have to be online, because that would really help them a lot. That would really help them a lot. Anybody got a link on that? Is it? Anybody got a link on that? Let me just look real quick and see if let me see. Link. Let's find that. Let's just read the opening of it real quick, and so we can see what they wrote. I mean, because they're going to want to come back, right? Yeah, Jesus, does CNN tend to lie about a lot of things? State-run media? Does CNN lie? Does Fox News lie? Yeah. Does MSNBC lie? Does NBC? Does CBS? Do they all lie? They're state-run media. Every one of them lies. They lie directly to us. Every time you hear a report from one of these companies, you have to remember, it's every time you hear them talk about what the cops did to somebody. Remember, they said they briefly detained the doctor. They didn't briefly detain him. They pulled him away from his patient. What was that again? DLZ clips? Was that Marion reporter? Did you put that in the chat? Oh, there it is. It's a Marion record. Is that an A on there? Marion record. Okay, 1 second. Let's check that out real quick. Let's just see if it's online. MarionRecord.com. Seized but not silenced. All right, boom. Let's check this bad chicken out. I'll put this right here.
You reached out to the police about all of this because they.
Okay, so we have that right there. Let me share this other screen real quick so you guys can see what I'm looking at. And we'll read it together so you guys can see how they came back from this. KBI takes over. The Kansas Bureau of Investigations has taken over a case that led to the police and sheriff's department seizing computer equipment and cell phones Friday morning from the record office, the home of its co-owners, and the home of Marion Vice Mayor. Although Marion Police Chief Gideon Cody, oh, I'm so sorry. Let me make it big so you guys can see it. The Kansas Bureau of Investigations has taken over a case that led to the police and the sheriff's deputies seizing computer equipment and cell phones Friday morning from the record office, the home of its co-owners and the home of Marion Vice Mayor. Although Marion Police Chief Gideon Cody applied for search warrants for the raids, condemned by the record's attorney and organizations such as Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press as illegal, the KBI confirmed that as of Monday, it was serving as the lead agency. So it's just more cops. I mean, everybody understands that, right? KBI is just more cops. As we transition, we will preview prior steps taken and work to determine how best to proceed in the case. KBI spokesperson Melissa Underwood wrote, once our thorough investigation concludes, we will forward all investigative facts to the prosecutor for review. So they're working with the prosecutor to prosecute the paper. Okay. The email followed a statement by KBI's released Sunday saying that the Marion Police and County Attorney Joel Enzi asked the agency to join an investigation into allegations of illegal access and dissemination of confidential criminal justice information. The KBI assigned an agent to the case last Tuesday, August 8th, and has been assisting since that time. The KBI agent did not apply for the search warrants in question, and he was not present when the warrant was served. Director Mativi believes very strongly that freedom of press is a vanguard of American democracy. Without free speech and a free press, our society is not likely to see appropriate accountability of public officials. But another principle of our free society is equal application of the law. No one is above the law, whether a public official or a representative of the media. Police have accused record staff of illegally accessing and disseminating Marion County restaurateur Carrie Newell's confidential driving record information. The paper rigorously denied doing so, saying that it was only trying to confirm the authenticity of a document sent independently to a reporter via social media and didn't plan to write a story about her license being suspended due to a 2008 DUI. It didn't release the document to anyone, but Newell accused the paper at a city council meeting August 7th of providing the information to Vice Mayor Ruth Herbel. She also accused Herbel of sharing it. Herbel said she shared it only with City Administrator Brogan Jones because Newell was seeking endorsement of a catering liquor license at the meeting. Herbel received the documents from the same source as the newspaper. Two record reporters were outside at the back door of the newspaper's 3rd Street building when Cody and other cops arrived Friday morning. Cody asked whether anyone else was in the building. The newspaper's office manager was at her desk. Cody handed record reporter Dave Groover a copy of the search warrant. After Groover said she needed to call editor and publisher Eric Mayer, Cody forcibly yanked her personnel cell phone out of her hand, re-injuring one of her fingers, which previously had been dislocated. Groover filed a report about the incident with KBI, another cop shop investigating another cop shop. Actually, they're not. They're investigating the newspaper. So Cody also confiscated Phyllis Zorn's phone. Police would not let staff members inside the building, forcing them to stay outside for hours during a heat advisory. They weren't allowed to answer or make any calls. Police told office manager Sherry Bentz and reporter Groover and Zorn their Miranda rights. In the case of Groover, Cody asked Zach Hudlin to recite them from a business-sized card because he wasn't wearing his glasses. Oh, what a dunce cap. Officers seized computer equipment, including the newspaper's file server. At the same time, police were raiding the record office. They also raided the home of Joan Meyer, the newspaper's 98-year-old co-owner. She tearfully watched during the raid as police not only carted away her computer and a router used by Alexa smart speaker, but also dug through her son Eric's personal bank and investment statements to photograph them. Electronic cords were left in a jumbled pile on the floor. Joan Meyer died the next day. Law enforcement also seized a computer and a cell phone from Herbel's home. Bernie Rhodes, representing the record, castigated Cody in a letter sent to him on Sunday and then forwarded to KBI on Monday. He offered Cody an opportunity to mitigate my client's damage from an illegal searches you personally authorized, directed, and conducted on Friday. First, as you were told on Friday, the computers, cell phones, and other items you illegally seized contained the identity of confidential sources, as well as information provided by those confidential sources. This information is protected by both federal and state law. Accordingly, demand is made that you not review any information on those devices or any other information you illegally seized, so you do not willfully violate that privilege. Second, Kansas law recognizes a journalist's privilege not just for information received from confidential sources, but for any information gathered, received, or processed by a journalist, whether or not such information is actually published and whether or not related information has been disseminated, and includes but is not limited to all notes, outtakes, photographs, tapes, and other recordings or other data of whatever sort that is gathered by a journalist in the process of gathering, receiving, or processing information for communication to the public. The record is entitled to a court hearing before you review any information you illegally seized, Rhodes wrote. He referenced a post from Cody made on the public department's Facebook page, in which you mistakenly suggest the Federal Privacy Protection Act did not bar your illegal search because you had reason to believe the journalist was taking part in the underlying wrongdoing. From the face of the subpoena, it appears you told the magistrate you were investigating identity theft and unlawful acts concerning computers, because it was patently clear no such crimes occurred. It is impossible for you to have met the heightened standard of probable cause. As Joan Meyer said less than 24 hours before she died, these are Hitler tactics. She's right. Your personal decision to treat the local newspaper as a drug cartel or a street gang offends the constitutional protections the founding fathers gave the free press. I can assure you that the record will take every step to obtain relief for the damages your heavy-handed actions have already caused my client. As I stated at the beginning, this letter offers you an opportunity to mitigate those damages going forward. If I were you, I would jump at this opportunity. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You know, I want to tell you guys something, but I want to get the FOIA done first. I don't want to tip my hand. So I'm going to wait to tell you guys something. But wow. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, to see this happen is incredible because, you know, remember, I'm a journalist, and when I was in Ironton, Ohio, as I was communicating with hundreds of confidential informants across Ironton, they stole my phone from me for peacefully protesting. Thankfully, I have it locked, but I don't know what they got out of there. I don't know what they took out of there. How do I know what they took out of there? I have no idea what they took out of there. I'm not sure what was in the what did they get into my phone? How do I know? How do I know? How do I know if they got into my phone? How do I know? They can say they didn't get into my phone. How do I know that I got my phone back? It was broken and the tray was missing. The SIM card was out of it. Why is the SIM card out? Why is the tray gone out of my phone? I contacted Pam Wagner. She sent it back to me. Said, "Oh, sorry you didn't have your tray in there. Why was my SIM card out of my phone?" When you confiscate a phone, put it in a safe and shut the safe door. You're supposed to be the guardian, the safekeeper of my property. So that's where we are. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What's going on with the Playboy? What's going on with the Playboy? How you guys doing? Are you having a good time? This is crazy stuff we're seeing. Listen, this is the despotism that our country is now facing. This is really where we are in America right now. We're actually seeing this stuff. Peel your eyes and pay attention. You're watching it happen. You're here. You subscribe to this channel because I am the tip of the spear and you are the weight of the spear. We have got to pierce the beast of tyranny and absolutely kill it through peace, legislation, petition, and assembly. We have got to do it right. Get to executive power and take a look at those city contracts with the law enforcers. Take a look at what can be changed. Take a look at a third party that investigates cops. Take a look at getting insurance for police so that there's a third party between the Fraternal Order of Police and the police department. Because if they won't insure the cop, the Fraternal Order of Police can't help them. If we have a third party that investigates police, we take on the Fraternal Order of Police. How many times can you say that in one sentence? Fraternal Order of Police. What's going on, Marcy Fox? What is going on, Marcy Fox? What I don't know what made worldwide news. I don't know what made worldwide news. What's going on? What's going on, Marcy? What's going on? Jack Boot Thug Pigs. Jack Boot Thug Pigs said that it made worldwide news. What made worldwide news, Jack Boot Thug Pigs? What was it? Hit the like button. Everybody do me a favor. Just take your finger right now. You're watching. You've been having a good time. Hit the like button. Just reach down. Hit the like button. Just bam. Just whappo. Snap it. Snap it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, buck it like it's hot. All right? Right? Even Snoop Dogg. When the pigs try to get at you. Yep. It's 100% the truth. All right, let's check this out. Oh, that's wrong. This is the wrong page. I went over to the Marion Gazette, didn't I? The Marion Record. It's called the Marion Record. Check this out.
Kanawha County Prosecutor's Office, Marcus Dudley, is in custody in Henry County, Georgia. The former officer had an arrest warrant issued for him less than a week ago. According to the indictment, Dudley contacted Metro 911 and asked for help to find his canine Chase, who he claimed had escaped from his home in South Charleston. Now, investigators say Dudley made false statements to South Charleston police and that he is...
Real quick, what do you think happened to the dog? What do you think happened to the dog? Type it down there. What do you think happened to the dog? What do you think that cop did to the dog?
Changed his story. South Charleston police have not said if they believe the dog is dead or alive.
What? Where's the dog? You filthy pig, where's the dog?
Before any trial date is set, Marcus Dudley must be extradited back to West Virginia, where these charges have been filed. And according to Kanawha County Prosecutor Deborah Rusnak, that process could take up to 90 days. Police have been looking for Dudley since last Wednesday after he failed to show up to Kanawha County Court to answer to an indictment. He's facing charges of animal cruelty, falsely reporting an emergency, and making false statements, all misdemeanor charges in connection to the disappearance of his canine. As to why he didn't appear in court last week, his defense attorney told Judge Duke Bloom that he lives out of state and couldn't find transportation. Today, I spoke with a few supporters of Canine Chase who say they're going to continue fighting for justice no matter what.
Most importantly, we just want to keep his story out there so that there is justice. Even though it seems like a small thing, this is a big deal that he was taken into custody and that he's going to be brought back at some point to West Virginia to face the charges.
Until Dudley is brought back to West Virginia, he'll remain at Henry County Jail being held without bond. But again, that process could take up to 90 days. Even though those Canine Chase supporters I spoke with say today feels like a small victory, the question of where is Chase still remains unanswered. And Prosecutor Rusnak says while they would like to provide an answer to that question, they still don't know. In Charleston, I'm Rachel Pellegrino for 13 News.
It's okay. To be honest, I mean, look, what do we know? Canine cops are sick, sadistic, jackboot thug pigs. We know that. If there's a canine cop in your town and you think he's your friend, you're crazy. He wants to see his dog bite somebody so bad, he can't wait. When that man fantasizes about his dog biting people. And you can make your own conclusions about what kind of fantasies he has. He can't wait to see his dog attack people. He can't wait. He believes his dog wants to bite people. That canine cop believes it. He wants to train his dog to bite people. He wants his dog to signal. He wants it. He wants it. You have no idea how bad he wants it. He wants your dog. He wants to see you get bit. He wants to see you get bit, Playboy. That's what he wants. I just got sent this video, which is crazy. I just got sent this video, and I got to look at it just now. And so I don't think anybody has seen this before. I don't think anybody has seen this before. This is crazy what you're going to see right here. Holy smokes. Where is that? It's here. So let me share this bad chicken. This is crazy. Wow. This cop beats this guy up. Welcome, everybody, to another demonetized stream right here on Delete Laws. What's up, Playboy? Do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the like button real quick. Just tap it because I need your support right now. Another demonetized stream. Yes. Yes. I absolutely love it. This is my favorite. Copy the link. God bless it. Let me send this over to myself. I'm sorry for the delay. Delete Laws. Link. Send. You guys got to see this. Guy's getting abused. Thank you for sending me this video, Adam. Thank you for sending me this video. He just sent it to me and said, you got to play this. He didn't say that. I don't know what he said exactly. It's in my email, but let's just look at it. This is disgusting. Unbelievable. Cop grabs this guy, throws him out of the car, starts beating on him. There it is. I got it pulled up. All right, let's watch it. The whole video is only 6 minutes. So I haven't seen this either. I fast forwarded to see if there was abuse on here because I can only help you if there's police abuse on here. But there's police abuse on here. This guy's getting beat. He's getting beat on the ground. He's getting thrown. Well, he's being treated with the policies and procedures created by law enforcers. That's the video you're about to watch. He's being treated with the policies and procedures that law enforcers are allowed to do to us. If you don't do this, then we get to do this to you. That's the policy and procedure. It's absolutely ridiculous. Put the like button, hit the like button, put in the chat OTVO, and let's watch this video. This is nuts. This is nuts. I can't believe that I just got this.
We're only going 62 miles per hour.
You have insurance in the car?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I can't reach my hand in the window. There you go. Insurance?
I mean, why do I have to show all this? Why do I have to do it?
When I'm stopping you, I'm asking you for your insurance.
I understand, sir, but I haven't done anything wrong.
I explained the reason why I stopped you.
Yeah, but I didn't make any erratic lane change.
Okay, well, I think you did, and I have it on camera, okay?
Yeah, that's good that you have it on camera.
So he said that he did an erratic lane change. Erratic lane change. That's why he got pulled over. That's ridiculous.
Because I didn't.
There's no crime. There's no. You changed lanes bad. That's what he's saying. He did wrong.
Erratic lane change. This feels just like harassment to me. I haven't done anything wrong. Here's the expiration date right there. And that's me right there.
All right, do you want to step out of the vehicle and sit back here with me?
No, I don't want to. I haven't done anything. I haven't.
All right, hey, sir.
Yes.
So under Pennsylvania versus Mims,
Pennsylvania versus Mims has to be challenged. Let me tell you the grounds on which you could challenge Pennsylvania versus Mims. If you're in your vehicle and a prudent man must believe that you're armed and presently dangerous. So if you're in your vehicle and you're using your trifold properly, immediately he should have handed him the trifold. He should have invoked his Fifth Amendment right on camera. That's what he should have done. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right now. Can you get out of the car for me? Pennsylvania versus Mims. Now, at this point, the cop is correct. You have to step out of the car. He's ordered you out of the car according to the current law, the current Supreme Court policy. You have to get out of the car. If you can prove, and you're running camera on yourself, and you say, look, I'm wearing a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. I'm with my family and my dog. I'm not getting out of the car because there's no way in God's green earth you believe that I'm armed and presently dangerous. So I'm not getting out. That's an unlawful order. I don't believe that you could honestly believe. Now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get arrested. That's what's going to happen. Then you can challenge it. You can challenge Pennsylvania versus Mims all the way up to the Supreme Court because you will go to jail. There's a 99.9% chance you're going to go to jail. So I'm just telling you the law, the current law as it is. Pennsylvania versus Mims has got to be challenged. The cop should not be able to pull you over. He was pulling along. He said he changed lanes funny, which aggressively, recklessly changed lanes with his wife, his dog, and his kid in the car. And now he's telling him to get out of the car using Pennsylvania versus Mims. The only way we're going to overturn Pennsylvania versus Mims if it's on camera. And you can prove and you can say, no, I don't think that you can honestly prove in a court of law that any prudent officer would believe I'm armed and presently dangerous. So I'm going to defy that and say I'm not getting out of the car. You can give me a ticket if you want, but I don't feel safe getting out of the car because you're an aggressive pig as far as I'm concerned because I didn't change lanes improperly. So I think that you're lying and everything I'm saying is on camera. And I'm going to show it to the judge when I sue you. And you can go have a ham sandwich. Now let's watch him attack this guy, which is what's going to happen.
United States case law.
This is accelerating way. This is accelerating way too fast. This is accelerating way too fast. Do you have a boss?
I am the sergeant on right now.
Do you have? Is there somebody higher than you? I would like.
Notice the guy petting the dog's ear has dirty fingernails. These people work for a living.
I would like whoever your boss is to come here.
Here's the deal.
I would like whoever your boss is to come here.
Your driver's license is expired, so I'm asking you to step out.
I would like whoever your
boss. So if he steps out of the car and his license is expired, then he's going to say, I can arrest you. And this is in Cole County, Missouri, and Missouri is a total police state.
I want your boss to come here.
The next step is me telling you.
That's fine. I would like.
I want everybody to put their hands up right now. I want you to exit the vehicle right now, or I'm going to force you to exit the vehicle.
What? That is just incredible. That is incredible. He's treating this family like terrorists because he said they switched lanes bad. And now this is incredible. Thank you for sending me this, Adam. I appreciate it. Wow.
Why are you so... What is... You're busting.
He just told wife, children in the back. There's a baseball cap. They're in a truck.
Buster, what are you doing? What is this? Wait, don't touch me. I'll step out on my own. I'll step out on my own. I'll step out on my own. What is going on here? You're doing too much. You're doing too much. I am getting out. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm stepping out. I'm getting out.
Move your leg now.
Are you doing?
Move your leg now and step out.
I'm stepping out.
They want to throw him on the ground. They want to throw him on the ground and jump on top of him. Watch. He won't go against the car. They're going to throw him on the ground. To hurt him. It's to hurt you. Look what they're doing to his arm, twisting his arm.
You're breaking my step up, you're getting down.
He said, you're breaking my arm.
Please
do not do that. Do not do that.
He has a bad heart.
He got a bad heart. Do not do that. Y'all do not have the right to do that.
Wow, he's feeble. The guy's not at all.
They're tasing him.
What are you doing? Tase him. Stop. What are you fucking doing?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Please keep recording.
Look at what they're doing to his arm. I told you. Look at what they're doing to him.
Please keep recording.
Oh my God.
Please keep recording.
Oh my God. Why are they doing that to his arm?
Baby, please.
Oh my God.
Please.
What is, look, he's trying to break his arm.
Why are you tasing him? I want to see what you're doing. No, y'all are fucking wrong for this. Y'all are fucking wrong. Hands up. Hands up. Y'all are fucking wrong for this. Hey, look, man, I swear to God. Why do you keep pushing the button on him? He's on the fucking ground. He's on the ground. He's on.
They're tasing him while he's on the ground.
On the ground.
They're calling for backup because the people are screaming that they're beating the man up.
What is wrong with y'all? I just told you he had a
this is crazy.
Bro, he's on the fucking ground. He has a bad fucking heart. Guess what? All you motherfuckers are going up for manslaughter. Fucking dumbasses.
It's murder. We're even trained to say manslaughter instead of freaking murder. They're murdering him.
Baby, we recording, baby. We're recording.
I'm not. I want to see what you're doing. I want some. There's got to be a witness. I don't care.
Y'all ain't protecting service shit. Stop tasing him! I swear to fucking God. Petty, Officer Petty, I'm calling the fucking police.
Call him right now.
I'm calling the stop tasing my fucking husband! Bull fucking shit! The fuck is wrong with y'all?
For an erratic fucking lane change,
all this bullshit,
an erratic,
all of this,
that's a little excessive fucking force.
Straight up,
excessive fucking force.
What's your badge? What's your badge in your fucking
That's
name?
excessive fucking force.
Where's your badge in your fucking name?
Did you have a fucking bad day today or something? You want to take it out on somebody?
Baby,
That's
we got
fucking
you.
ridiculous.
Baby, we got you.
For a fucking erratic lane change, that's what you do? For erratic lane change.
Serve my fucking ass.
That's what you do. No wonder people fucking don't want to.
You didn't ask him 5 times for nothing. You asked him 5 times for shit.
How come she said 3? You just said 3. He said 5. Well, you better get your story straight.
You got a lighter?
You better get the fucking story straight. Put your hands up so they don't fucking shoot you because that's how fucking what they're doing about
I got my hand on my dog too. I got my hand on my dog.
Yeah, I bet.
Baby! Can you see what they're doing?
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's
Turn
it.
that. They should tell you to roll the window down, Nelly. Turn it. Don't turn it on.
I got the key out. I took the key out. All these motherfuckers couldn't say nothing else. Hello? I'm at break time off of Highway 50
In Taos.
in Taos.
She's calling more cops in Missouri. How do you think it's going to go?
Can you please send your supervisor, who's ever the deputy on duty? Like, I need
Supervisor.
someone higher than this Officer Petty here. They supposedly we did an improper lane change, and they're sitting up here tasing my husband, who has a bad fucking heart.
How can he get up? You just tased him like 70 fucking times with a bad fucking heart.
This is
And a
straight
bad
up fucking
fucking
abuse,
knee.
dude.
He can't get up. Oh my God.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing? They're sitting there dragging my fucking husband.
That is fucking ridiculous.
All this for improper labels? No.
Right
No,
here.
Playboy, come on.
Right here.
Who the fuck are you?
Get out of the car
Why?
now. Whoa. 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 Whoa, that's terrible. Cole County, Missouri. Let's watch it again. So let's start from.
You're busting wind. Busting wind. What are you? What are you doing?
Okay, so it's 1 minute 58 seconds. That's the timestamp here that we're at. So we're at 1 minute and 58 seconds. So let's go back. It's so.
We're only going 62 miles per hour.
Oh, you have insurance in the car?
Yes.
He catches it from.
There you go. Insurance?
I mean, why do I have to show all this? Why do I have to do it?
When I'm stopping you, I'm asking you for your insurance.
I understand, sir, but I haven't done anything wrong.
I explained the reason why I stopped you.
Yeah, but I didn't make any erratic lane
Okay,
change.
well, I think you did, and I have it on camera, okay?
Yeah, that's good that you have it on camera because I didn't do any erratic lane change. This feels just like harassment to me.
I'm just gonna let it play.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Questioned his authority that he was harassing him.
Here's the expiration date right there. And that's me right there.
All right, do you want to step out of the vehicle, step back here with me?
No, I don't want to. I haven't done anything. I haven't.
All right, hey, sir.
Yes.
So under Pennsylvania versus Mims, which is United States case law,
This is accelerating way. This is accelerating way too fast. This is accelerating way too fast. Do you have a boss?
I am the sergeant already.
Do you have? Is there somebody higher than you? I would like whoever your boss is to come here.
Here's the deal.
I would like whoever your boss is to come here.
Your driver's license is expired, so I'm asking you to step out.
I would like whoever your boss is. I want your boss to come here.
The next step is me telling you.
That's fine. I would like.
I want everybody to put their hands up right now. I want you to
What?
exit the vehicle right now, or I'm going to force you to exit the vehicle.
What is?
Not even 2 minutes.
You're busting wind. Busting wind. What are you? What are you doing? What is this? Wait, don't touch me. I'll step out on my own. I'll step out on my own. I'll step out on my own. What is going on here? I'm gonna break my arm.
You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
I am getting out. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm stepping out. I'm out. I'm getting out.
Move your leg. Move your leg now.
What are you doing?
Stop. Move your leg now and step out.
I'm stepping out. You're
recording. Thank you.
What are you doing? You're breaking my.
Step up. You're getting tagged. Now.
Please do not do that. Do not do that.
He has a bad heart.
He got a bad heart. Do not do that. Y'all do not have the right to do that.
They're tasing.
Uh-oh. I think he's black.
What are you doing? Tyson him! Stop! What are you fucking doing?
What are you doing?
Please keep recording. He's not.
Is he black? Looks black to me. Looks black. Uh-oh.
Please keep recording. Please keep recording. Baby, please. Why are you tasing him?
I'm gonna see what you're doing.
No, y'all are fucking wrong with this. Y'all are fucking wrong.
Hands up. Hands up.
Y'all are fucking wrong for this. Hey, look, man, I swear to God.
Why do you keep pushing the button on him? He's on the fucking ground.
Fucking
He's on the ground. He's on the ground.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I just told you he had a bad heart. I just told you that. He's not complying. He's on the ground. He's on the ground. He's on the goddamn ground. Bro, he's on the fucking ground. He has a bad fucking heart. Guess what? All you motherfuckers are going up for manslaughter. Fucking dumbasses. Baby, we're recording, baby. We're recording.
I'm not. I want to see what you're doing. There's got to be a witness. I don't care.
Y'all ain't protecting serving shit. Stop tasing him! I swear to fucking God. Officer Petty, I'm calling the fucking police.
Call right now.
I'm calling the fucking. Stop tasing my fucking husband! More fucking shit! The fuck is wrong with y'all?
For an erratic fucking lane change?
All this bullshit?
An erratic
all of this?
That's a little excessive fucking force. Excessive fucking force.
What's your badge? What's your badge in your fucking
That's
name?
excessive fucking force.
Where's your badge in your fucking name?
Did you have a fucking bad day today or something? You want to take it out on somebody?
Baby, we got you.
Ridiculous.
Baby, we got you.
For a fucking erratic lane change, that's what you do? For erratic lane change.
Serve my fucking ass.
That's what you do. No wonder people fucking don't want to.
You didn't ask him 5 times for nothing. You asked him 5 times for shit.
How come she said 3? You just said 3. He said 5. Well, you better get your story straight.
You got a lighter?
You better get the fucking story straight. Put your hands up so they don't fucking shoot you because that's how fucking what they're doing about it.
I got my hand on my dog too. I got my hand on my dog.
Yeah, I bet. Baby!
Can you see what they're doing?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Turn
they should take roll the window down, Nelly. Don't turn it on.
I got the key out. I took the key out. So these motherfuckers couldn't say nothing else. Hello? I'm at break time off of Highway 50
In Taos.
in Taos. Can you please send your supervisor, who's ever the deputy on duty? Like, I need someone higher than this Officer Petty here. They supposedly we did an improper lane change, and they're sitting up here tasing my husband, who has a bad fucking heart.
How can he get up? You just tased him like 70 fucking times with a bad fucking heart.
This
and
is
a
straight up
bad
fucking
fucking
abuse,
knee.
dude.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? That's sitting there dragging my fucking husband. That is fucking ridiculous. All this for improper labels? No.
Right
No,
here.
Playboy, come on.
Right here.
Who the fuck are you?
Get out of the car now.
Why?
Here's the YouTube channel. So obviously this person's not a YouTuber. This is the victim. This is the victim. Vera Dewey must be her. Let me put the chat. Let me put the copy for the link in the chat so that you guys can share the link. We'll cut it by tomorrow morning and we'll have it out on DLZ as well. So I put the link in the chat just now because we got to take a look at pop over here to the Cole County Sheriff's Office right here in Missouri. And there is their phone number. And
You have reached the Coles County Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and call 911. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time. To dial corrections, press 1. For investigations, press 2. For administration, press 3. For patrol, press 4. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.
I think administration's
You have the Coles County Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and call 911. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time. To dial corrections, press 1. For investigations, press 2. For administration, press 3. For patrol, press 4. You have reached the Investigations Division. Our office hours are from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Friday. For the Detective Secretary, press 1. For the Evidence Officer, press 2. For the Detective Supervisor, press 3. Thank you. Please wait while I transfer your call. I'm sorry.
Detective section.
Does not answer. Please leave your message at the tone. You may start your message now.
Detective Section, Cole County Sheriff's Department. My name is ChilleDeCastro. I have a YouTube page called Delete Laws. Delete Laws. And I got a live stream up right now. I'm not sure what the name of the live stream is right now. It'd be my latest live stream though. And you want to go about, I don't know, 2 hours. Is there time on? Yeah, 2 hours and 2 hours and about 10 minutes in. You want to go to about 2 hours and 10 minutes in. And you want to check out that video, the detectives, because you guys are detectives over there. And the title of the video is 29-year-old cop grooms and sexually assaults 16-year-old. But during my live stream here, what happened was somebody, fellow named Adam, sent me over a video. Shows your sheriff acting like rabid dogs, rabid jackboot thug pigs. So, detective, if you go to 2 hour and 10 minute, 2 hour and I'd say 2 hour and 10 minute mark or so. What you're going to find on that delete laws video, we're talking about the pedophile cop and the other. That was in Ohio, though. Was it in Ohio? I can't remember where the last pedophile cop was, but one before this, the latest one. God bless it. I'm sorry, I can't remember. I can't remember which pedophile cop it was in which state. But I can tell you, these abusive jackboot thug pigs can be found at about 2 hours and 10 minutes into the pedo podcast. The pedo cop podcast. All right. Wish you a good day. You take care of yourself now. God bless.
You have reached the Coles County Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency.
I already know which selection I want.
You have reached the Coles County Sheriff's Administrative Offices. Our office hours are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Friday. For the admin office, press 1. For civil process, press 2. For warrants, press 3. For innovation and technology, press 4. Thank you. For the administrative secretary, press 1. For the sheriff, press 2. For the chief deputy, press 3. For the captain, press 4. Please wait while I transfer your call.
Who's the sheriff of Cole County?
You have reached the Coles County Sheriff's Department Administration Office voicemail. If you are calling in regard to a warrant, please hang up and dial 217-348-0592. If you are calling for investigations, our detective section, or for any of the following reasons, for FOIA requests, subpoena dupas tecum requests, incident reports, background checks, or for a copy of a mugshot, please hang up and dial 217-348-0588. If you are trying to reach our corrections department, also known as the jail, or would like information on an inmate, please hang up and dial 217.
Our corrections department, also known as the jail.
Choose option 1 for the corrections department, and then option 1 a second time for inmate information. If you are calling in regard to a towed or abandoned vehicle, for civil process, evictions, sheriff sales, sex offender registration, accounts payable, or to request a copy of a traffic accident report, or if you would like to speak with the sheriff, please leave a detailed message. Keep in mind that this voicemail is only monitored Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and any voicemail left after hours or on a holiday will be returned the following business day. Thanks so much. You may start your message now.
Hey, Sheriff, how are you? I think eventually you'll get to see the video, but you won't. My name is ChilleDeCastro, and I have a channel on YouTube called Delete Laws. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the last video that I made called 29-year-old cop grooms and sexually assaults 16-year-old girl. Go to that video, because during that live stream, Sheriff, what happened was a guy named Adam sent me a video. Shows a couple of your Cole County piggies there beating on people. I mean, no, beating on this guy. It's brutal. It's brutal to watch. I hope you guys don't get riots there when this video goes out, because I got a pretty big channel. So the other thing is, though, is more people who try to hold you guys accountable are going to see this video, and they're going to share this video. You could have riots from what is you're going to go to it's about 2 hours and I don't know, 10 minutes, 2 hours and 11 minutes into the video, where a couple of your piggies just go nuts on someone. They say that he changed lanes funny, he erratically changed lanes, and then they try to get him out of the car using Pennsylvania versus Mims, which I think is actually, I don't think it's legal that the way you have to order someone out of the car if you believe they're armed and presently dangerous, Sheriff. And I don't think you could have argued that with his family in the car with him. But he didn't want to get out, of course. I think he's black. I'm pretty sure. I couldn't tell. He could be white, but his wife was black. So that means kids were probably mixed if he's white, but he's probably black. And if that's true, then I think people are going to pick this video up. I think people are going to pick this video up. That was brutal. They all screamed he has a heart condition, and they tased him and tased him and tased him. Sheriff, man, the pigs are out of control in this country. It's horrible. Sheriff, Sheriff. Anyway, the name of the channel again is Delete Laws with a Z. And then you're going to want to go to that video called 29-year-old cop. There's a lot of pedophile cops, you know that? A lot of cops beat their wives, beat children, and they beat the public. There's a picture I got on, as I'm leaving you this message up, of a pig you got on your department. And he looks like a real nice guy. Kind of. I don't know. I mean, he kind of looks like a nice guy. But then what we know is that, you know, you never know what you're going to get. You never know what kind of piggy you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to get a good pig or a bad pig or if it's going to be a nice pig. But pretty much, you know, overall, the public either hates you or is afraid of you. There's a few people who are bootlickers that are like, oh, we love the pigs. But for the most part, Sheriff, the reason why my channel is so popular and it's growing like a weed is because people really hate the cops. And I say the things out loud, Sheriff, that people don't say. You know, if you actually watched my whole video, you would see that I bring up other ideas of how to change the interaction between police and people. But you guys will never interact in any of those. You'll never use any of those. And I know the only way to change you guys is from the top down. I know that, Sheriff. I know it. So I don't know what else to say, man. If you watch the video, I talk about digital detainment in this video, but I don't think you will. You're all jackboot thug pigs as far as I'm concerned, bud, to be honest. All right. I'd wish you luck, but I don't. You take care. Later.
Your callback number is.
No. You guys don't get to know my callback. You can't hear my call. You can't hear my callback number.
Zero to deliver your message and return to the attendant. I will repeat these instructions in a moment.
Deliver the message.
Your callback number is.
Woo! I'm done with that. I can't do that. Okay. So if he didn't get the rant on the message, Sheriff, hopefully you get the message here. One of your detectives, I left the other message. You'll get it. And then you'll get to hear my little rant right there, Sheriff, because most of us think you're jackboot thug pigs. And even if we don't outwardly, and the people in the comments who are like, I don't hate all pigs, just bad pigs. There's so many bad pigs that most of us treat you like you're one of the bad pigs. Most of us treat you like you're one of the bad pigs. So make sure you guys get over to that link that I dropped in the chat. DLZ clips, make sure you go to YouTube and drop it in the comment section. I want all the other auditors to cover this, pick this story up. I don't, you know, get it to everybody so that everybody can see it. Absolutely horrible. You know, the thing is as soon as that cop came up, he should have immediately invoked his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. It should have happened right away. When that cop came up and asked him for his stuff, he should have had his license, registration, proof of insurance on a laminated card, and he should have given him his license, registration, and proof of insurance. And not said a word. That's exactly what he should have done. That's what he should have done. He should have given him his license, registration. I have it. I mean, so if you guys want to pop over to the Facebook page, I'll drop the Facebook page down in the link here too. So here's the Facebook link. I'll put it down here for you guys. And then DLZ clips, put it on the comments on both the DLZ backup and DLZ main. There's the link to the Facebook page for the Cole County Sheriff's Department. And then I want to leave the link for Vera's video for anybody who wants to get that as well. Vera Dewey, I only see myself subscribed here. She should have more subscribers. Let her know Delete Laws sent you over. Absolutely. There you go, guys. There you go. Let me share this. This is great to see. Already people are coming over. Already people are popping over. So there's the Facebook page link. You guys saw that. And then here's Vera's page. And already people are coming in. Make sure you let her know Team DLZ rolling through, baby. 100%. 100%. And we're going to expose this. Share this with everybody. This is terrible. I'm going to drop the link for Vera's video. Make sure you get over there, subscribe, hit the like button. Hit the like button. We didn't hit the like button. There's not enough likes. Only 14 subscribers, 60 views. Hit the like button. Get this to go viral. Share this link on your Facebook page. Share it or share my link. It doesn't matter, but just get it out. Get the people to know what's going on. I'll even go on my own Facebook page here real quick. And home real quick. Subscribe. I'm sorry. Let me show you guys what I'm doing so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm doing exactly, as soon as I see something like this, all I think about is sound the alarm of transparency, you know, so I immediately just start trying to figure out ways to expose it. Like, there it is. I put it out there right away. You know, let's get over to Twitter just real quick and drop this. Just do everything I can possibly do to share it with as many people as I possibly can. We know that transparency is the only disinfectant for these jackboot thug pigs. We know that for a fact. So, you know, thank you for sharing and smashing the like button, because that is just, let's just watch the attack again, because we can literally see how as soon as he questions his authority in any way, shape, or form, you hear the cop go silent for a moment when he says, "You shouldn't have pulled me over. I didn't do anything wrong." And then you hear this moment of silence. And then the cops begin to attack him like savage dogs. There's no delay. This is just absolutely incredible to see this kind of stuff happen. And make sure you get over to her channel, like, share, and subscribe.
We're only going 62 miles per hour.
You have insurance on the car?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I can't reach my hand in the window. There you go. Insurance?
I mean, why do I have to show all this? Why do I have to do it?
When I'm stopping you, I'm asking you for your insurance.
I understand, sir, but I haven't done anything wrong.
I explained the reason why I stopped you.
Yeah, but I didn't make any erratic or anything.
Okay, well, I think you did, and I have it on camera, okay?
Yeah, that's good that you have it on camera, because I didn't do any erratic or anything. This feels just like harassment to me. I haven't done anything wrong. Here's the expiration date right there, and that's me right there.
All right, do you want to step out of the vehicle and sit back here with me?
No, I don't want to. I haven't done anything. I haven't.
All right, hey, sir.
Yes.
So under Pennsylvania versus Mims, which is United States case law,
This is accelerating way. This is accelerating way too fast. This is accelerating way too fast. Do you have a boss?
I am the sergeant on right now.
Do you have? Is there somebody higher than you? I would like whoever your boss is to come here.
Here's the deal.
I would like whoever your boss is to come here.
Your driver's license is expired, so I'm asking you to step out.
I would like whoever your boss is. I want your boss to come here.
The next step is me telling you.
That's fine. I would like.
I want everybody to put their hands up right now. I want you to exit the vehicle right now, or I'm going to force you to exit the vehicle. Why are you so?
What is? You're busting wind. Busting wind. What are you? What are you doing? What is this? Wait, don't touch me. I'll step out on my own. I'll step out on my own. I'll step out on my own. What is going on here? I'm gonna break my arm.
You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
I am getting out. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm stepping out. I'm out. I'm getting out. Are you doing?
Move your leg now and step out.
I'm stepping out.
You're recording.
Thank you. What are you doing? You're breaking my.
Step up. You're getting taken. Now.
Please do not do that. Do not do that.
He has a bad heart.
He got a bad heart. Do not do that. Y'all do not have the right to do that.
They're tasing.
What are you doing? Tyson! Stop! What are you fucking doing?
What are you doing?
Please keep recording. He's not. Please keep recording. Please keep recording. Baby, please. Why are you tasing him? I'm gonna see what you're doing. No, y'all are fucking wrong for this. Y'all are fucking wrong. Hands up. Y'all are fucking wrong for this. Hey, look, man, I swear to God. Why do you keep pushing the button on him? He's on the fucking ground. He's on the ground. He's on the ground. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I just told you he had a bad heart. I just told you that. He's not complying. He's on the ground. He's on the ground. He's on the goddamn ground. Bro, he's on the fucking ground. He has a bad fucking heart. Guess what? All you motherfuckers are going up for manslaughter. Fucking dumbasses. Baby, we're recording, baby. We're recording. I'm not. I want to see what you're doing. There's got to be a witness. I don't care. Y'all ain't protecting service shit. Stop tasing him! I swear to fucking God. Petty, Officer Petty, I'm calling the fucking police.
Call him right now.
I'm calling the fucking. Stop touching my fucking husband! He's screaming. He ain't mean to. Bull fucking shit! The fuck is wrong with y'all? For an erratic fucking lane change? All this bullshit? An erratic. All of this? That's a little excessive fucking force. Excessive fucking force. What's your badge? What's your badge in your fucking name? That's excessive fucking force. Where's your badge in your fucking name? Did you have a fucking bad day today or something? You want to take it out on somebody? Baby, we got you. Ridiculous. Baby, for a fucking erratic lane change, that's what you do? For erratic lane change. Serve my fucking ass. That's what you do. No wonder people fucking don't want to. You didn't ask him 5 times for nothing. You asked him 5 times for shit. How come she said 3? You just said 3. He said 5. Well, you better get your story straight.
You got a lighter?
You better get the fucking story straight. Put your hands up so they don't fucking shoot you, because that's how fucking what they're doing about it.
I got my hand on my dog too. I got my hand on my dog.
Yeah, I bet. Baby! Can you see what they're doing?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I see
Turn
it.
that. They should take the window down, Nelly. Don't turn it on. I knocked the key out. I took the key out. So these motherfuckers couldn't say nothing else. Hello? I'm at break time off of Highway 50.
In Taos.
In Taos. Can you please send your supervisor, who's ever the deputy on duty? Like, I need someone higher than this Officer Petty here. They supposedly we did an improper lane change, and they're sitting up here tasing my husband, who has a bad fucking heart. How can he get up? You just tased him like 70 fucking times with a bad fucking heart. This is a bad fucking knee.
Watch this.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? They're sitting there dragging my fucking husband. That is fucking ridiculous.
It's horrible.
All this for improper labels? No. No, Playboy, come on.
Playboy. Right here.
Who the fuck are you?
Get out of the car now.
Why?
Okay. So the amount of care that cop exhibited, don't let that be you. Your license, registration, and proof of insurance go inside your trifold. It is what it is. Had he reached up to his visor. The jackboot thug pig asked him for his license, registration, proof of insurance. If he had pulled out his trifold and flipped it open and had his laminated license, registration, and proof of insurance all put together, or the real license, registration, proof of insurance, and simply handed it to the cop and said not a single word. Why'd you pull me over? What's the point? What does it matter? What does it matter why he pulled you over? He's going to give you a ticket or he's not. Think about that. And had he had his camera in his hand with his trifold in the other hand and said, and the cop would say, after you give him, can you imagine? I would love to see this on camera. You give him your license, registration, and proof of insurance. Here you go, officer. As soon as he pulls you over, he's got everything now by law you're required to give. Everything you're required to give. Then you're recording him, and then he's going to say, do you know why I pulled you over? I invoke the Fifth Amendment. I don't care. So let's go through it. Cop pulls you over. First of all, you know that as soon as you see a copper, your camera comes out. So you pass the cop. So as soon as you pass the copper, boom, you turned your camera on. Let's just do it. I'll just actually do it with you. There it is. I saw a copper, boom. I started to record myself. There it is. And when I started to record myself, I got my trifold up here with my license, registration, proof of insurance in it. Cop pulls me over. Cop comes up, window comes down. He says, license, registration, proof of insurance. I say, okay, boom, here you go. I give him my license, registration, proof of insurance. Everything I got to give him required by law. I got my phone up filming him, and I give him my license, registration, proof of insurance. And then I sit there. And he says, do you know why I pulled you over? And I say, officer, show it to the camera. I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, officer. You don't want to know why I pulled you over? I don't care. Give me the ticket, whatever you're going to do. I'm sorry. I actually messed that up. I messed it up. So he says, give me your license, registration, proof of insurance. You pull your trifold down. He says, do you know why I pulled you over? You say, show it to your trifold. And then you look at him and you go, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, officer. You don't want to know why I pulled you over? I don't answer any questions. I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Stop harassing me. Oh, is that the most boss? Is that the most boss? You get that on camera? You are a legend. If you can get that, I get pulled over sometimes. That's going to be legendary. License, registration, proof of insurance. I slipped my license, registration, proof of insurance. I'm filming. I'm always filming. Always, always, always filming. I'm filming myself so that we can see if I get shot or hit. And then I pull my trifold down. Cop says license, registration. I give him my license, registration, proof of insurance. And he says, do you know why I pulled you over? I show the camera. And then I say it out loud to the copper. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. He says, you don't want to know why I pulled you over? And I go, I don't answer any questions. That would be freaking legendary. That would be legendary. You don't care why he pulled you over. You don't want to talk to him. You don't give 2 cents why he pulled you over. I don't want any back and forth with you, to the point that the moment you pull me over, I got my license, registration, proof of insurance on a laminated card. I give it to him. I'm filming it. He says, do you know why I pulled you over? I show him immediately. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You don't want to know why I pulled you over? I just told you once, and now I'm telling you twice. Are you stupid? Are you slow? Can't read it? I'm showing the camera for the judge. You don't see that? I don't answer questions. You would be the most boss ever. Because once think about it. Does it really matter why he pulled you over? I mean, think about that. Does it matter why he pulled you over? You saw what happens if you question his authority. You saw what happens. Don't you question his authority, baby. Don't you do it. He's got the authority over you. Authority you up. Authority you on the ground, son. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Why does it sound worse when it has a southern accent to it? Get on the ground right now. You get on down. Get on the ground. He is on the ground. Oh, Vera. Oh, Vera. Poor Vera. Wow. Wow. That is unbelievable. That is some of the most heinous. Okay, I've been all right. Vera, I hope you get help wherever you are. I'm not sure where that was exactly. Oh, Missouri, Cole County, Missouri. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Yeah. But wow. Horrible. Did you guys go to the Cole County, Missouri Facebook page? I left the message for the sheriff, right? I just want to make Soy Leal. Okay, that is so Soy Leal. Soy Leal. Did you shoot me an email today? Was that you? Is that you who sent me an email? Was that you, my friend? Was that you, my friend? And look, just so you know, it says right on the trifold, don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I'm coming from, where I've been, if I've been drinking, if I have a gun. I will take no tests, no searches or seizures. Use the address on my ID. I'll give no additional information. Everything I need to provide by law is in the slip below. And I used to have a little thing that I stuck right here, but now I don't want it to ruin the lettering. I don't want it to mess up your trifold. So I send it to you. You can put it on yourself, but I don't slip it in there no more. I don't glue it on there no more. I love to go back to I don't glue it on there no more. Once I go into my dumb phase, I'm all the way dumb. I don't just go halfway dumb. I go full dumb. Who's in here? T-Bone? What's going on, T-Bone? Katie, Ricardo, April, what's going on? MG! What'd you say right there? I'll send you a video recording myself doing the process of the trifold when I do it after I get jumped by 10 pigs. You might get jumped by 10 pigs. It is not beyond. I mean, let me just ask the crowd. Do you feel like you could be jumped by 10 pigs? Do you feel like if you question their authority, you think that if you question it, you can be jumped by 10 piggies? You think you could be? Think that's a fair assessment? It's a fair question. Chevy does. Chevy thinks so. Andrews, absolutely. Andrew says absolutely every single day. Shock Professor says every day. Chevy says yes, absolutely. OTVO, that would be the first step in not getting attacked by pigs. Attacked by pigs. Pigs who attack people. Oh my God. Oh my God. So listen, I'm so glad you guys are here and we're talking. Hopefully, okay. Whoa. I turn on my live stream over here because comments got jumbled over there. Les Paul, what is going on? How are you, my friend? Jackboot Thug Pigs. Jackboot Thug Pigs. Thank you for creating that username. I appreciate that. That is beautiful. Jackboot Thug Pigs. That is great. Chille, need a cape. New superhero. I don't think so. I'm not a superhero, but what I am is smart enough to win and charismatic enough to win. And I think that by the time I run for governor, there's going to be more people who have been assaulted by the police. Every day, someone who backed the blue doesn't anymore. That's so profound to state, but it's absolutely true. Every single day, the police who are violent, jackboot thug pigs send another bootlicker our way because the bootlicker gets assaulted by the pigs or witnesses one of his friends or family members or loved ones get assaulted by the pigs, and the bootlicker all of a sudden no longer wants to lick boots. He doesn't want to lick boots no more. He saw the pigs and how they like to score on your friends and family and beat them and hurt them and tase them. You know, there was something that happened in Vera's video, the video we saw where they just tased that. I think does it matter what color? So we couldn't tell what color skin he has. He looked black. Does it matter what color skin he has? Yes or no? Does it matter what color skin he has? Put a 1 in the chat for yes, 2 in the chat for no. I just want to know, does it matter? You could just put yes or no. That might be easier. but I just want to know, does it matter what color skins Vera's husband has? Or right. So it's mostly no's so far. Twos are mostly twos so far. Mostly twos, you know, yeah, it doesn't really matter what color her husband is, does it? What if he's Asian? How do we know? Well, Asians don't get tased as much as other folks. So I don't think it really matters. I really don't. I mean, I think it matters for what could happen in that town because the blacks are tired of it. You think we got a rabid group of people? If there was a black equivalent Chille, that group would be more rabid than us. Because if there was a black group led by a black dude like me, they would be more rabid because they have seen the abuse more per capita. So of the percentage of white folks who will see the abuse, it's less because there's so many more white folks. But then in the black community, because more are attacked per number, that means more black folks have seen police brutality, have actually seen it. Well, with the internet, I don't know. And there's mostly white auditors. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Missouri is a police state, prison state, death state. Come on. There's a good boy. What do you got? There you go. He just wants to chill. Okay, little boy. You can just stay right there. You want to just chill out right down there? Is that what you want to do? All right. Okie dokie. I'll just let him stay right there unless I get crazy and I start saying, Jack, boot, thug, pig. I start going bananas. Oh, man. I mean, we are living in a police state, prison state, death state. I mean, does anybody disagree with that we're living in a police state, prison state, death state? Does anybody think this is freedom? I just want to know, you know. This will be a good short for you clips. So let me ask that question a little more cleanly. If you're watching this video, do you believe that America is the land of the free? Do you think that you're free? Do you think that America is the most free country in the world? Do you think you're more likely to be arrested here or in China? Do you think you're more likely to be arrested here or Iran? Well, Iran's in a civil war right now, but well, Europe, France is in a civil war. Do you think you're more likely to be arrested here or in France? It's a fair question. Do you think you're more likely to be arrested here or Ukraine? I hate to burst your bubble, but you're more likely to be arrested here than in any other country in the world. And how do we know that? Because there are more people in jails and prisons in America than in any other country in the world, and it's not even close. We have more people in prisons and jails than China and Iran combined. It used to be China, Russia, and Iran combined, but now they're starting to catch up. You can only get 2 of them together to match how many we have in jails or prisons. That's a fact, Jack. So I'm just shooting it straight. I would venture to say that you're more likely to go to jail here than you're likely to go to jail in Russia. You're more likely to go to jail here than you are in China. You're more likely to go to jail here in America than you are in Iran. You're more likely to go to jail here than in Mexico. You're more likely to go to jail here than in Canada. You're more likely to go to jail here than in France. You're more likely to go here than in Spain. Americans are the most prone to be thrown into a jail on any given day. Americans are the most susceptible. Americans are the most susceptible to being arrested every single day. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. She looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Just, what are we living in here? What are we living here? It's just unbelievable because of the for-profit prison system. It's a racket. Oh yeah, it is definitely a racket. 100%. I saw this the other day and I wanted to share it with you guys. What was that one? Police brutality, Cole County. Protests, this one here. Okay, so this one here, I thought this was an interesting story. Sorry about that. Let me see what you guys see over here. Oh, I'm going to cancel that. Okay, I'll get rid of that. Truth be told. All righty. Cool. All right, you guys want to watch another video? Let's watch another video. What's up, Playboy? Everybody hit the like button. Type it in the chat for me real quick. My favorite saying, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Do that for me, pretty please. And then also put into the comment section, hashtag JackBootThugPig, JBTP, JackBootThugPig. Just put it in there. We're going to make that term become like the regular term for pigs. JackBootThugPig. JackBootThugPig. That's the term. We're going to stick it to them. We're going to stick it to you cops until we change the policies and procedures through legislation, peace, assembly, petition, and speech. That's how we're going to do it, through the press. You guys are in big trouble. The public is coming for those policies, and we're going to change them. We're going to get rid of torture cuffs. That's what's going to happen. Torture cuffs are going to go. Torture cuffs have got to go. Protests in Northampton over NPD's handling of traffic stop. I think these stories are important to share because they show that you don't have to be any color, creed, size, shape, short, tall, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, color, whatever you want. Cops don't care. If you defy their authority, they are going to attack you. If you don't do what they tell you to do, when they tell you to do it, you are going to be attacked. It does not matter your age or your size or your color. If you question their authority, my friend, you are entering a world of pain.
Held a protest in Northampton this morning after an incident of alleged police brutality against a 60-year-old woman during a traffic stop back in April. 22 News reporter Kiara Smith has the details.
Hey, ho, ho, NPD has got to go!
Residents from all... Holy smokes. I'm so sorry, guys. Are those all white folks? What? Are those people who look like they would be Karens and Kevins? Oh my God, those are all white people who are all old, chanting, hey, hey, ho, ho, NPD has got to go. We are on the precipice of change. Amazing. Thank God. Thank God above. Things are going to change soon. We got the old white people on our side. They have all the money, Lebowski.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, NPD has got to go!
Residents from all over came out to Northampton City Hall to protest against alleged police.
Wow. Look at the crowd. Beautiful.
Brutality and called for the termination of the officers involved.
A minimal first step is to fire both the officers involved.
So this is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what I'm trying to say to you. As long as the policies and procedures are of detainment of Terry versus Ohio, were cooked. You could fire all of them. The new batch with those policies and procedures will end up having to fire those ones. That's why I say it's a Death Star that they join. You're joining Darth Vader. You're joining death. The policies and procedures that you're supposed to do if someone defies you are disgusting. And then you add in some ego and beta males who are used to taking orders every day, and you're going to get what happens to this lady.
This comes after Northampton police pulled over 60-year-old Marisol Drioche for a broken headlight, threw her on the ground to get her out of the car, and then pepper sprayed her. Police say Drioche drove about a quarter of a mile before pulling over and refusing to show her license and registration. Camera footage also shows the woman had the police baton in her hand.
Just that amount of brutality against an elderly woman like that. I mean, it's terrible to see brutality in any event, but just, you know, to see that it could have been my aunt, my mother, or anybody like that, it just fills me.
So is that what it came? You know, not everything's racist. You know that. I'm pretty freaking bold about race, right? I just am. I've already been canceled and been called a racist, and the black folks from TikTok joined YouTube. So okay, so it has to come to the point where, though, it could be your mother or grandmother, and then we're gonna finally freak out. Like, we should have been freaking out in the 80s. I was freaking out in the 90s because I was going to the dungeon all the time because I would be yelling at cops that they were hurting people in the streets before there was a camera phone. And I'd just get arrested for disorderly or obstructing or you name it. Oh, charges got dropped. You can find my mugshots all around, man. If you look, you can find my mugshots. I got mugshots all over. I got mugshots in 5 or 6 states. I think I list 6 states. California, Oregon, Washington, Texas, Florida, Alaska, Arizona. I've been arrested in 7 states. I think just 7. I lived in Minnesota. I never got arrested. Woo! Woo! And Minneapolis is the worst police department in America. Luckily for me, I got out of Minneapolis without going to the dungeon.
Do a thing here.
Drioche's attorney says she sought medical attention after the incident and that English is not her attorney.
I think I already covered this, but but you see this part right here? Let's just watch this real quick in slow motion. And let's zoom all the way in like this.
As she sought medical attention after the incident.
Why would you do that to somebody who's a old lady? She's not old lady. She's just 60 something. She's 67. Is that what they said? Watch how the cop treats this lady. This is crazy. Like, just watch it in slow motion with me here real fast. Watch this. This is just, look, her feet, he brings her feet completely off the ground. Like he's using her as a weight, like he's lifting weights. And then she has to catch herself and almost falls down because she doesn't do jumping jacks. She doesn't look like she's going to the gym and doing air jacks. And then he drags her over to the car. Wow. 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 I mean, for the love of God, like, really? Like, really? Like, this is how we're treated in this country? Like, that is just the most disgusting treatment ever. Like, never should have done that to her.
Made sure processing the officer's words as he was yelling at her. Chief Casper said the officer should have.
Chief Casper? So once again, we have a woman in charge of men in a sport that require in a job that requires physical fighting, and I just don't think that that's the appropriate thing.
Made sure
and I don't have any shame about it. I have love working for women who are smarter than me and better in business than me and better reporters and better journalists and better auditors. I would gladly work for a woman who does that, but I don't think women should be in contact positions with men. I think that's a bad thing. I don't think they should be in war either. I'm allowed to think that. I love women's MMA. I love women's wrestling. Oh my God.
That she was understanding what he was requiring.
Okay, so let's watch this now. Let's take a look here at what really happened. Let's take a look here. Let's slow it down to 0.25%. And let's zoom in. And let's take a look.
Have made sure that she was
okay. So let's watch. So he's twice her size. She's out of the van. He gives her like a push here. I zoomed in as close as I could. Oh, you bugger. Okay, so he walks up to her thing. Oh, did you see that? You see him touch the car like that? So he walks up. Okay, so they didn't show this in the beginning, and now he grabs her, flips her around. Look at the ripping her arm behind her back. She's going face first down to the ground. Throws her on the ground. Now they're on top of her. They pepper spray her. They're going to pepper spray her while she's on the ground. And then, of course, the state-run media. That's where the state-run media reporter says that that she grabbed the baton. So she grabbed the baton. She reached over and grabbed that baton. She didn't want to get hit with the baton, so she grabbed it. What a horrible woman. But, you know, but I want you guys to hear something, and I want you to listen to this. All right. So DLZ clips. Let's I want to show them something. Listen to what the reporter says. Oh, sorry about that. I still got it.
Over came out to Northampton City Hall to protest against alleged police brutality and call for the termination of the officers involved.
A minimal first step is to fire both the officers involved.
This comes after Northampton police pulled over 60-year-old Marisol Drioche for a broken headlight, threw her on the ground to get her out of the car, and then pepper sprayed her. Police say Drioche drove about a quarter of a mile before pulling over and refusing to show her license and registration.
There it is, right there. When the police pull you over, your license, registration, and proof of insurance is in your trifold. Your camera's out, you're already recording. He says license, registration, proof of insurance, and you go, here you go, officer. You give him your license, registration, proof of insurance. I put it on a laminated card. Then he says, do you know why I pulled you over? And you say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I put it on camera. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I just told you that. Do you want to know why I pulled you over? I don't care. You have everything required that I have to give you by law, the very bottom sentence, everything that I have to give you by law, everything I need to provide by law is in the slip below. I've given you everything I have to give you by law. I don't give a damn why you pulled me over. I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right. It's on paper. I showed the camera. I'm showing you. Your ugly mug is on camera. Leave me the flock alone, piggy. Boom! Mic drop! Mic drop! Mic drop! Mic drop, Charlie. Mic drop. Mic drop. You hear me, Charlie? Tell him. Tell him. Arr, tell him, Charlie. Arr, 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 arr. Show him your teeth. He loves it. It's his favorite thing. He loves to growl. He loves to growl pet. About once a day, he goes to this thing where when I go to pet him, he'll go, Arr! And I'll be like, what's up, man? He'll be like, Arr! And I'll be petting him and he'll be growling the whole time. You know, he's an amazing little dog. Anyway, all righty. What the flock? What the flock? All right. I better get the flock out of here. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Was there anything else I needed to cover? Tomorrow, tune in. I'll show you guys the conversation from the prosecutor's office about Adam Hanna. Tomorrow night, we'll do it at 7 p.m. Tomorrow, we'll do it at 7 p.m. God, you guys, I love the dog. You have no idea. He is the best. Aren't you, little boy? Aren't you, little boy? Huh? Are you the best little dog? He's so sweet. Like, he will not bite you. Like, it's crazy. Like, you can't get him to bite you. He won't do it. Put my hand in his mouth. He just won't. He won't bite, will you? You want to bite? Are you going to bite? Are you going to bite? Are you biting me, Charlie? All right. You guys, make sure you subscribe to Vera's channel. Let me drop, before I get out of here, just let me drop her link one more time. So let me go to my history and find that link real quick. Let me drop Vera's link so that we can share it as many times as we possibly can. This was horrible. Let me see how many. We only got 25 subscribers over there and 22 comments. There's no way she only has 25 subscribers with the thousands of people that will watch this video. So let me drop her link in the comment. DLZ, you got to go to YouTube and drop the link on the YouTube comment. Share that link, everybody. Go subscribe to that woman. Subscribe to her channel. Hit the like button. Drop her a comment. All right. I'm going to get the flock out of here, baby. I'm going to have some chicken. What's DLZ clips? You want me to check signal? What's going on? We got something important. Is there something important? Boop, 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 boop. I don't see anything in there. Oh, is this the short right here? Did you just send me the short? Is this it right here? I'll show it. This is gonna make me mad. Oh yeah. Oh, they age restricted this. So DLZ Clips wanted you guys to see this. DLZ Clips he wanted me to stop from exiting the programming, and I'm literally reprogramming you to understand that torture cuffs and having dominion over you is wrong. And if you didn't know that, that's why I'm programming. That's the programming on this channel. That no one is in charge of you. No one is your boss. You work with other people. You work for companies. No one's your boss. Nobody. You are your boss. You are free. No one has dominion over you. It is not appropriate for you to be detained unless you've committed a crime. And even then, the procedures and processes of the Jackboot Thug Pigs is horrible, inhumane, and outright evil. So that's the programming on this channel. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? All right, I'll show his video. I'll show your video, Colin, over there at DLZ Clips. I'll show your video, Playboy. Cops shouldn't be allowed to tase. I think you. So DLZ Clips cut this. It got age restricted. He was pissed off about it. He just hit me up and said, yo, I'm pissed off about this. So let me drop the link to the video down here so that you can go to the video to comment. Here's the link to the short. There it is. I dropped it in there. Let's open this bad chicken big. Make me mad again. This is going to make me mad. This is going to make me frustrated. This is pretty gross. Anybody have a dog? Anybody got a dog? I got a dog.
Oh my God.
You guys could have just grabbed him.
He just attacked a bunch of kids. That's why the problem.
He wasn't attacking us.
I know. That's why they chased him from around the corner. There's a bunch of those kids, so he just attacked them.
That does not matter.
They went around the corner, attacked some more kids.
Well, he
came up to us and we were just paying him.
So he says that here. Also, we found out later he did not attack anyone or any kids.
It just stops it from running. Now we can take it.
What's the blood?
The blood's from it running around. Its paws are
blood.
Its paws are bleeding.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Please.
I'm sorry. I'm telling you the truth of the facts.
They cannot shoot your dog. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with that. The cops should not be allowed to shoot your dog. This is going to make me mad again. Okay. This is going to make me mad. Okay, I could not see that dog get tased again. I could skip watching that. On this channel, we show everything. Welcome to another demonetized delete laws stream, baby. Yeah. What's up, Playboy? All right. Good job, DLZ Clips. Good job. All right, man. I'll get the flock out of here, you guys. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. We don't stop. We don't stop. Make sure you get a trifold, for the love of God. Get a trifold in your car. It's only $9, dude. Follow the procedures I teach on how to use your trifold. Use your camera with your trifold. For the love of God, get a trifold. Teach others about the trifold. Use the trifold with your camera so that you don't get killed. Don't talk to the cops. It doesn't matter why they pulled you over. Who gives a shit why they pulled you over? They're going to do whatever they do anyway. Don't engage. Zero engagement. This is a new thing. You know that? This is a new thing, isn't it? You don't engage. You give him your license, registration, proof of insurance. You show him your trifold where it says, I don't answer questions. And they says, do you know why I pulled you over? And you said, I just invoked my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I don't care why you pulled me over. Okay. That's it. Interaction's over. I'll see you guys on the next one. Mikey. Later, Gators.